Why don't we take a break? We got Bill Burr here.
Ooh.
He's going to join the program, and then we got Bob Kelly and Dane Cook in about a half hour. So
wow.
very, very busy show.
Yeah.
And I hope your girl's doing all right there, Aunt.
Yeah.
And we'll play the Lindsay Lohan audio next. This is a really good story today. Stay there. Opie and Anthony in studio. Bill Burr as part of the New York Comedy Festival.
That's right.
Playing Town Hall, what, tomorrow night, Bill?
Yes, I am.
Tickets at Ticketmaster.com.
There you go. You beat me to the punch. How come I can't hear myself?
You got your volume?
You can't hear myself. There we go.
Well, I'm dealing with Yankees victory here today.
Yeah. Oh, what a story. What a story.
Amazing, right?
Oh, it's amazing.
It's a Cinderella story, isn't it?
Just a bunch of knock-around guys, bunch of lugs. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? You know, and I thought the USA Today had the greatest quote, and Brian Cashman was just saying, you know, he was so happy for A-Rod because he's been through a lot. And
he sure has.
I can't imagine trying to eke out a living, banging Madonna and getting blown by Kate Hudson just on your 90 million square foot patio.
Making $100 million
having
a
so
year.
much money you can actually control the weather in your state. I mean, the poor guy. I mean, he's been through so much. And just to see that. I mean, who would have thought at the beginning of the season, too, with CeCe Sabathia, A.J. Burnett, Derek Jeter, A-Rod, Mark Teixeira, Hideki Matsui, Johnny Damon, Mariano Rivera. Who would have ever thought at the beginning of the season that this group of just lovable lugs could somehow come together and just manage to just pull it off? I mean, it warms the heart. It's what America is all about, that anybody truly has a chance in this world. Sure, there's the Walmarts, but if you have a dream in a hardware store, you can do it.
It's good to see a small market team going all the way.
Right. Hang in there.
It is inspiring. Fucking Bill.
It's a good small market.
God, it's truly one of the greatest championships, one of the greatest achievements I've ever seen in my life. Seriously,
go, Bill, go.
Yeah,
God.
The heart and soul of that team it's absolutely incredible.
They've all been through a lot, right?
They've just been through so much. They've been through so much. And it really has been such a long time. I mean, 8 long years that they had to suffer through winning divisions every year, a couple of pennants. I mean, I don't know how these Yankee fans did it, but really, I mean, congratulations for hanging in there. You're truly a sports fan. And Anthony, the first time in 8 years I've seen you wear a Yankee hat. It's fantastic to see.
That is true.
Just a true sports fan. It's just a phenomenal. One of the truly great championships I've ever seen. My hat's off to you. Congratulations to all the Yankee fans.
Yeah, Ant says that he's been a Yankee fan for many years. I've seen
totally
it,
has.
but this is the first time I've ever seen him in a Yankee hat.
No, they all have. Oh, he's been for years.
There's really been nothing to cheer about for 8 years. So, you know.
I understand, yeah. Just having 2 of the greatest shortstops ever, one deciding to play third base. I'm expecting Ryan Howard to sign next year and agree to play second. No, it's fantastic. It's a great league. It's run really well. San Diego Padres have 8-year-olds playing in their outfield at this point.
Because that's all they could get.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Oh, my God.
No, it's going to be great. And I can't wait for the Yankees-Red Sox again next year. That's going to be as exciting as Friday the 13th, Part 9. Oh, my God. There's a cycle in the... Is he still in the lake? I love a league where it's the same 4 teams every year. It's absolutely fantastic.
The sport does have a problem.
Yeah.
It has a few
I'm
problems,
hoping the Red Sox re-sign Eric Gagne again. That was a great one to do. I think the Yankees and the Red Sox have like buzzards flying around like the Pirates Stadium, and anytime anybody hits a triple, they just swoop down and they grab them, stick them on their bench.
To go with your rant, Sean in North Carolina, do you believe in miracles? Because after that victory yesterday, I certainly do. Right.
I had a tear in my eye. I just couldn't believe it. I mean,
so unexpected.
To see the bankers stealing all this money and to finally see the little guy just come through, it was just absolutely fantastic.
It was the same feeling as the Olympics when the United States won the hockey game in the Olympics back there in 1980.
That's just absolutely phenomenal.
Just like that.
I knew you'd have something to say, but,
it's just tremendous.
Let me be the first to fucking go bravo. Yeah. Fucking bravo on that. I knew you had a couple in you, but that's like your Philly rant right there.
Oh, God.
That's up there, bro.
No, I mean, dude, I'm a Red Sox fan. We kind of followed him over the cliff there. So, I mean, we kind of jumped the shark.
That's kind of true.
The Eric Gagne signing I was just kind of like, all right, can we, is there any competition left? It's just like, let's have 4 teams sign everybody in the league. and then go beat the crap out of the Twins. 4 games to 1, bitch. You know, it's just yeah. I think that the Brewers have a girl with braces playing shortstop. Phenomenal league.
Shit. Yeah, it was a good win.
It was fantastic.
Yeah.
It's great for the city.
I was good about it. Parade tomorrow.
11 a.m.
Parade down the Canyon of Heroes.
Dude, I mean, I'm actually psyched that they won it last night because my show's tomorrow night, and I was just there's nobody.
Can't compete with that.
There's a bunch of people who would.
Oh wait, they would have played tonight though, right? 7th game would have been tonight.
Oh, would have been tonight.
Yeah.
Hey, how come it went all the way into November?
That never happens, right?
It happened 9/11, obviously.
Yeah, because they kind of delayed some things.
Yeah.
What the fuck did happen?
It usually ends in October, right?
Would they add more games?
I know.
They don't play enough.
And I thought there was a lot of quick series. I don't even remember a Game 7 either.
How can it go into November when you look at like the Colorado Rockies? We were in Denver when they was playing. It was 20-2 degrees.
Oh.
What are they going to do in November if they get in the World Series?
Well,
20-degree weather?
The league's got it all figured out. They make sure those teams aren't in it anymore.
Yeah, that's it. You'll never see them in it.
They figured that out. Pat from Winaki, the bad news Yankees. Yes, Anthony. Congratulations on your
just like
on your bad news Yankees. Just like that fine movie.
That was
the
great.
comparison is unbelievable. Actually,
I mean, I don't know, like the genius of Brian Cashman to be able to sit there and put that team together. To sit there and have to be like, we need a right fielder. Who's the best guy available? What's he being offered? Give him $8 million more. Next problem. I mean, the guy truly knows what he's doing. I could never do that job if I had a bottomless pit of money. How do you do it? It's incredible.
Holy shit!
Congratulations, fantastic.
Was a big,
good for you.
Big win.
It was a big win.
And they're saying they did it for Steinbrenner, but I think Anthony and Jimmy were talking that no one saw Steinbrenner. Like,
no,
he's got to be in really bad shape that he wasn't even at that stadium.
Not even make an appearance on video.
Yeah,
he has to be in bad shape, man.
That's awful. Dude, that's one of my big fears, man. To seriously, like, I mean, obviously I'm breaking the Yankees' balls here, but I don't wish bad health on anybody, man. I would never take it to that point. That's brutal.
Well, no,
with the Alzheimer's.
Yeah, but dude, I ran into a Red Sox fan who made a joke about that, and I was just like, dude, really? You're going to take it to that level? Good Lord. What's the karma?
It is a game.
Yeah. Why don't you go deflate the wheels on somebody's wheelchair? I should have said tires. That would have been funnier.
That's all right. Sometimes it's the same word twice.
With the wheels. And the
same
wheels.
word twice. Never.
Always funny.
What's funny, Jimmy, is then you run to the end of it hoping you have a tag or something.
You're like hoping there's some other description for a little rascal without the word wheel in it.
The wheels. Yeah, it's the worst. Funnier in comedy than using the same word.
I got a turn. We're taking turns. Same word twice. Sorry, folks.
That really is the worst.
Mike in Florida wants
page 2 in the comedy handbook.
Mike in Florida wants to add to Bill Burr's rant there. Mike?
Hey, let me tell you something. Anytime that a team can go out and spend $1.6 billion since the last time they won a World Series, it just really makes you feel good about the sport, you know? Like Bill said, it's a heartwarming story.
It is. It's unbelievable.
You think the Pirates have spent $1.6 billion in the last 8-9 years?
They actually have the worst owners in the league. They actually one of the most profitable teams, though, because they don't
spend any money on
and they dump all their guys. But on the other side is it's just like, look, you got to spend at least. I mean, the Red Sox this year only spent $125, but that's only because they got rid of Manny's contract. But I mean, realistically, you got to be spending like $160.
What's $160?
$160 million.
Okay.
To $200 million even to get. I mean, every once in a while you'll have like the Devil Rays will get in. I mean that's like truly like great scouting. But when all those guys are up for free agency,
then you lose.
Yeah, the Sox and the Yankees are going to take them. So I don't know.
I'm sure they're going to get Lee, right, Ant?
Oh, yeah. Cliff Lee is...
he had the audacity to win a couple of games. That's it.
That son of a bitch.
You got to join the Mafia now. That's it. Hey, listen, you're one of us. You just tap him on the shoulder. But I like Philly. I can drive up to New York. It's not that long a drive. No, you don't understand.
Nah.
You're ours.
You're with us. If we want you just to sit on the bench so no one else can have you, that's the way it's going down.
Put on this shirt.
How do they figure it out? A little salary cap action in baseball?
I would say whatever.
It's kind of working for other.
Whatever football is doing, because I think football is the best run league where
you got pretty much the same core players year after year, which is nice to see.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Although they're trading more and more in football, but when we were growing up, man, I mean, your team was your team for for 10 straight years. They barely traded anyone.
Yeah, I think with like football, I don't know how. I mean, I'm too stupid. I'm not one of those fucking guys who sits there, talking about, who's the GM of whatever team. But I do know the Jets were buried last year, and even though they kind of tapered off here, and it's 4-4. But like now, all of a sudden, they're like competitive, and the AFC East is a really good division now. So I don't know what they're doing, but
the Jets have money though. They're not like the Jets are a big market team. Right. Every game is sold out. Yeah, that's true. They won't spring for a stadium. They're a horrendous organization. Terrible.
Young fans, I would actually feel good for, as even though I hate the Jets, is that Jets fans? Were they the ones who have that YouTube link of them going down to the draft, and every year they have like the #1 draft? Was that the Eagles or was that the Jets? They were just playing the #1 selection, the Jets pick.
Really?
Eddie McGinowitz, and they're like, I mean, how bad are you that like your fans, the guys getting drunk in the parking lot, know better than you who to pick? I can't remember who has that video, but
I gotta check that out now.
But it seems every year that team, you want to talk about fans who just get lifted up and then slammed down to the ground.
Was it basketball or NFL?
It was NFL. They actually showed it on ESPN. It was so funny. But, like they come out 3-0.
Look at them. There we go. Come on.
It's so sad to see Damon without the beard and the hair.
Damon, he gotta get himself respectable to put the pinstripes on.
Actually, you know what? I was working out in the Midwest, and I was near a religious sect, and they were claiming that Jesus is coming back next year, and the Yankees are going to sign him to play right field. They're still working out the whole beard issue. Let's see if they're going to enforce that. They're going to sew Ted Williams' upside down frozen head to his shoulder to give him advice when he goes up.
You mean Ted Williams' dented head after they were batting around that room?
Dropped his head.
Knocked it off a tuna can.
He was sitting on a tuna can upside down.
No, you know what? You deserve it. You'd fucking deserve it if you're that stupid. There's no cure for not having a body. I could see if they froze the whole fucking thing. What, are you just going to bring his head back to life? Start wheeling him around in a wheelchair with a wheel?
Holy shit. We should get a bunch of people together and go get Ted Williams' head. Yeah. Just break into that fucking place and say, look, we're taking the fucking head.
They should sell pieces of it, just like they did with the Yankee Stadium. Just smash it on the ground. Dude, I got his ear.
I guess what they are thinking is maybe in tens of thousands of years, mankind will be so advanced that they could take what was the essence of Ted Williams in that brain in his head and actually transplant it into either some type of cyborg.
No, dude, I'm telling you, that website, that TED.com, where I came in with the dog robot, that thing. Yeah. You should see what they're able to, with that whole stem cell research stuff. Yeah. They're beginning to be able to grow different parts of your body. Like
organs.
Somebody had like throat cancer. They grew an esophagus in like a petri dish.
Fucked up.
And just put it in. Like you'll literally be able to do like a body off restoration, just like a car. Yeah. Like only thing I haven't seen is anything about bones. And I remember watching it just going like, if you had the money, you could truly live forever if they can actually start, growing this stuff.
Yeah.
Jesus, my stupidity really.
No, you're right though.
Look at George. Again, look, George Steinbrenner, rich. Well, what's it doing for him?
Well.
Oh yeah. Then you could actually tease him in his situation because he could get out of it.
Because then he'd be able to just clone whatever's fucked up in him and.
That plaque you get on your brain or something like that.
Oh, God.
They did a study on cell phones, and they did not do it in this country about it causing brain cancers and tumors. Yeah. And they were literally talking about, I used to have that bit where I was saying, like, you feel it cooking the side of your head. You never get off. You just switch it to the other ear and sear your brain like a tuna steak. And they were literally saying that you might want to switch it over. Don't always talk on the same, get the hands-free device. I think I'm done. I'm trying to phase my cell phone out.
We talk about this all the time. No one uses their phones to make calls anymore. I rarely make a phone call on my phone. It's all
but
about
you have
texting.
it on and it's right next to your balls.
That's
You're
true.
You're going to get like fucking thumb tumors from texting or some shit. But I just text. I text all the time.
I think
it's weird when my phone rings at this point.
When they show video from right now with us standing there with the phones up to us, it's going to be like us watching those army guys walking towards that atom bomb that they set off.
Bomb blast.
Like, that's what they do. All right, let's see what it does to this generation.
The poster of the doctors recommending Lucky Strike cigarettes. 9 out of 10 doctors say the smooth pull is mild on the throat.
Hey, here's
got a great taste to it.
You want to try this, Dan? Danny found the New York Jets draft blunders, it's called, on YouTube.
Oh, yeah, this is great.
I think it's a good selection, but a very surprising one.
UCLA running back Freeman McNeil.
As a season ticket holder of the Jets, I'm going to boo.
Jets take the first-round selection, quarterback, Ken O'Brien of California Davis.
Dude, Dan Marino was available.
Marino was going to be around at that time. They take Marino. Obviously, the Jets.
Wait a minute, stop!
But that
people hold on. I had no idea we could have got Marino. No fucking idea.
No, that 1983 is one of the greatest drafts of all time.
Well, there was a lot of quarterbacks in the draft.
Called the quarterback draft.
I know all that.
And John Elway went first.
Right.
And then, like, the next people to take a quarterback were the Kansas City Chiefs. They took, like, Todd Blackledge. The Patriots took Tony Eason. The Jets took Ken O'Brien, and then with like the 27th pick, the Miami Dolphins, 27th. So obviously, I think they went to the Super Bowl and lost to the Redskins like the year before, and they
get Marino.
They got Dan Marino.
I had no idea.
Wow.
Who else was in that draft? Wasn't Kelly in there or
Jim Kelly?
Or Boomer Esiason?
Kelly. The Bills were the only ones who did themselves a service because as much as he didn't win, he at least did go. They did go to 4 Super Bowls.
Holy! Back that up a little, Danny.
You just hear fucking the Jets. What?
So LA went to Denver first. They took him first?
Actually, the Colts drafted, the Baltimore Colts drafted John Elway, and they were so bad, he refused to play and was going to play with the Yankees.
Oh, shit.
This is so funny. I can't remember anything from math, but I remember all of this crap.
I remember
and
that.
then he said he wasn't going to play, so they traded his rights to the Broncos.
Right.
Oh, he would have left them play baseball.
Yeah, like that's how bad the Colts were. It's just like, I don't
want to deal with that.
I'm changing sports.
Yeah, let's go back to that.
I'm out of here.
Wow.
Everybody said if Marino was going to be around at that time, they take Marino. Obviously, the Jets know something that, the people up here don't.
Oh, really?
Your Jets first-round selection, fullback, Roger Vick, Texas A&M. New York Jets first-round choice.
Oh, my God.
Jeff Lageman.
I love everyone going, no! They're laughing.
Obvious to me right now that the Jets just don't understand what the draft's all about.
The New York Jets select Blair Thomas, Penn State. The New York Jets select Johnny Mitchell, tight end, Nebraska.
Come on. So New York becomes tight end.
Warren Sapp.
They can have Warren Sapp.
Select tight end from Penn State, Kyle Brady.
The fans are literally telling them who to draft and they blow it.
Warren Sapp they could have had.
That's classic. That's a great find, Bill Burr.
Funny.
How
It
terrible.
wasn't really a find. They showed it on ESPN a long time ago.
Oh, we didn't know about it. New York Jets 2009 NFL draft. Oh, no. Whatever. Did you New York Jets draft blunders on YouTube. Thanks, Dan.
Did you see that one guy, that fantasy football guy, just sitting there with his hands like, what are you doing?
It's like, what? No!
Well, first of all, do you realize how hardcore a fan you have to be to show up for the draft?
Show up for the draft.
Yeah, this is like before, like people were like really into it. You know what I mean? And these guys are actually coming down. They got jerseys on.
It's easy to
they know the players better than the fucking Jets, apparently.
But it's easy to look back and go, holy shit. At the time, no one really knew who Dan Marino was as far as on an NFL level. You know what I mean?
I mean...
Yeah, but who the fuck are they picking? That's just
didn't
great.
know that one.
Can I tell you something, though? Like, one part about... I'll say this for the Yankees, even though you're right what you said. I can't even argue with it. They have let some players go, some young players that I was very doubtful about. And really, it was like, what great scouting they have. Because fucking Ricky Leday, who was supposed to be like a superstar, went nowhere. Who did A-Rod replace? The fucking guy with the big, Alfonso Soriano was supposed to be this fucking superstar, and he didn't do a whole lot.
Second base.
They've let some players go, which actually I hated.
I actually thought
nowhere.
when they had Alfonso Soriano, I thought that they were a more balanced infield than when they had A-Rod.
I liked him too. I didn't want him to go.
Just because he was looking up to Jeter and there wasn't that weirdness.
There is like
something on Marino. It's coming in a lot. Let's go to Jamie in Ohio. Jamie, go ahead.
Hey, Opie. I was calling to let you guys know the reason Marino dropped so far, there are rumors that Don Shula has never denied, was that he was telling everybody that Dan Marino had a coke problem when he was in college. And
I didn't want to say that.
Wow.
You didn't want to say that? That's been out there.
Wait, was Shula saying that just so no one would take him?
He was saying that nobody would take him. He knew he didn't have the problem, but Don Shula knew he wouldn't get him. Or some rumor. So he told all the managers that Dan Marino had a coke problem.
Oh.
Wait, what an asshole. And then he's like, hey, Dan Marino, I'll take
Wait, did Shula start the rumor?
Apparently.
No,
this is all rumors.
Because I've worked the Improv in Pittsburgh. I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to leave it at that. There's a lot of stories out there.
Yeah, huh?
Really?
Yeah.
A lot of stories out there.
Am I a dick right now for saying that? Because I wasn't going to bring that up, and then somebody else brought it up. But yeah, that was.
Why, was
and another thing, Warren Sapp, I remember that year, in defense of the Jets, he had something going on. Did he come from the University of Miami? I forget. If you just go to the University of Miami, people are looking at you like, all right, this guy's got an Uzi.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know the history of Warren Sapp. But fuck, we could add Warren Sapp.
Yeah.
And they're chanting his name.
The video's great.
We want Sapp. We want Sapp.
Sapp, yeah.
The Jet fans are just throwing their arms up.
Oh, my favorite one.
No.
What was that guy? Lugugagowski or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, it was just like the great.
The names are hilarious.
It's a name that you don't remember. No one heard of the guy.
It just sounds like a guy who isn't going to do anything.
But he could have been a Hall of Famer. Who knows?
No,
at the time.
That's the thing. If you watch a lot of college football, there's guys who just like Reggie Bush. I mean, he's doing fine, but the way he played in college, you would have thought that guy he looked like O.J. Simpson.
Mm-hmm.
Saying that because he's a Trojan.
What about Tebow? What do you think is going to happen to him? You think he's going to be good in the NFL?
I don't know. You never know.
They don't know
because he runs so much, and I think
which is just so dangerous in the NFL.
Yeah, you can't because everybody can match that speed, and then you go, all right.
Yeah.
And then they break your ankle.
Yeah.
They're so good. They know how to do that at that level. They just sort of roll off you. Oh, sorry, did I catch your foot? You know, I saw do that. Bill Romanowski. I saw him do that to Shannon Sharp. And they did it right on Monday Night Football. Shannon Sharp's arm was underneath him, and he just hooked it, and he dislocated his elbow.
Rolled over.
He hooked it and rolled, and just after the play was over. And
gets away with it because
totally got away.
Yeah, it was just thank God I didn't hurt myself.
That's what you get for sticking it out at this level. You're supposed to have your hands in, just like on a carnival ride.
The other side of this draft thing, Kevin from Connecticut, let's not forget, Tom Brady was drafted like 250, he says 256.
Was he really?
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
So you never know.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah, no one
but people knew. But people,
what round was that, 256?
He was like maybe a fourth round pick.
Fourth or fifth round, easy, right?
Something like that. What is 28 picks a round? 32 picks a round. Each team gets to pick once, right?
Yeah, so that's a 7th or 8th round, possibly.
I might be wrong on how many picks there are because I don't think he went that deep. But I will tell you this though. But people did know Warren Sapp was a beast. But he kind of had like that
6th round, 199th pick.
Sixth round,
fucking Brady.
Well, how many rounds are there?
82.
No, I think what is there? There's like 10 or 11. And by then, it's like, and from whatever, Arapahoe Community College, the San Diego Chargers.
You think that guy's excited?
Bill Polson.
Is Bill Polson excited?
He's all excited to grab that jersey.
Right.
Marv Tettelbaum. Boom.
Ted Scheckler.
And then they grab the jersey back and go, not so fast.
They got like those names from the 1800s, Ebenezer.
Fucking world. Civil War names.
Ebenezer Rothschild goes out.
I saw Jimmy is putting on his jacket. If you're leaving, I got to play something for you before you leave, my friend.
I'm going in a couple minutes. So
couple minutes, okay. Jimmy introed Ozzy in L.A.
Dude, you're living the dream.
It was embarrassing.
But the intro was
a little embarrassing.
It was a little over the top.
And the thing is taking on a life of its own. We played it in front of Sharon Osbourne like yesterday or 2 days ago.
Did you get a little excited, Jim?
Look at Bill's like, hey, a little excited, Jim.
And now the boys have put together a production piece.
I would know.
Here, listen to this before you leave.
I don't want
Here's comedian Jim Norton introing Ozzy Osbourne.
Bill can't even look at me.
And here's what multi-millionaire Simon Cowell thinks of Jim Norton introing Ozzy Osbourne.
Simon Cowell calls me the next day, and he lives in Beverly Hills, and he goes, I was sat in my garden, and suddenly I hear this motherfucker introducing Ozzy fucking Osbourne. I'm like, sorry, Simon.
Oh, I'm so happy. That makes it worth it. You know why? He's a Barry Manilow fan. Jesus, I ruined the night of a mogul.
That was embarrassing. Let's hear it again. The Opie and Anthony Show on the Virus. Sirius 197, XN 202.
I got to commend you for having the nerve to sit here and listen to it. I can't even listen to myself when I'm doing well. Yeah. I can't even listen to myself. I'm telling you, nobody takes a pound and like he's a good sport.
We just
great sport.
I'm sure a lot of people were thankful though that they might have thought they were at a Barry Manilow concert.
It simply was for clarity.
Oh my God, I got to get out of here. It's Ozzy Osbourne. Fuck.
I'm really happy that annoyed Simon though, and he called Sharon. You should hear him complain.
Yeah. And Barry Manilow really is a relevant reference. I think, he's just
believe me. I couldn't have picked.
Ozzy Osbourne.
Michael Bublé would have been better.
Come on, people. This is a Tiny Tim.
This is a Kenny G concert.
This is fucking.
But hey, please have me introduce AC/DC. I bet I could top it. I'd be so geeked out.
We got Dane Cook outside
this
the
isn't
studio.
Gary Glitter
with Bob Kelly. Yeah, get Dane in here.
Just have him walk in.
Dane, what's up, brother?
There he is.
We got a full house today.
What's up, dude? What's happening?
How are you?
We're just
Bobby,
you motherfucker.
Congratulations.
Oh, thank you. I like how we always say that. How people congratulate people. It's like, hey, congratulations.
No, I'm happy for you guys. Like that was what all Yankee fans said when we finally won it. All of a sudden, they were nice guys. Yeah. After years of just knocking your dick in the dirt, they were just like, no, I'm happy for you guys.
No, I'm happy
it's
for you.
It's good for you guys. I've always respected you guys.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm going to get out of here before the pounding starts.
I was saying earlier how none of the Yankees on the field after they won said word one about the Phillies and how they played. Like there wasn't they were a tough team. They didn't say shit about it.
But I'm happy about that.
It was all about Matsui and this. They didn't. No, usually you get,
I hate sports.
Before anything, we got to take our hats off to the Phillies. They did a great job. Not a word.
I hate because it's fake. I don't like sportsmanship.
It's great.
It's all it's forced.
Fuck them.
You know they want to punch each other in the face.
It's like comedians after a great set, man.
Good set.
I used to have a bit like that 19 years ago, that everything's something that the other comic did at one point, but you did it better.
Yeah,
you know?
Great job.
I had the idea, but you really took it to a new level. Good luck with it.
No one's happy for others.
After I come off stage in the cellar,
business.
Artie Fuqua is the host all the time, and he'll give me a hug as we're coming off. He'll go, good set, baby. And I'm like, I'm not you're not a member of the audience. You don't need to say that to me.
Maybe he thinks you're a baby.
But it's like, who cares?
But you got to respect that guy. I saw him throw a right hook and knock a guy out.
Yeah, I'm not saying Artie's not a fucking...
he's a problem.
A tortured, substance abuse fucking psychopath.
But it's a good punch. I gotta give it to him.
It was your New Year's Eve show where he picked up a chair like a lion tamer and was fighting like 5 fucking animals. 5 steroid guys from the Philly area. And knocked one of them right out.
Oh, look who's got to take the fucking couch.
Bobby.
What's wrong with
Bobby's got to take the couch.
It's the first time he's ever been asked to sit on the couch.
Usually they put the big shot over there.
That was just hurtful and mean.
I'm kidding, Bob.
Settle down. I was just talking to him about the Propecia and the Rogaine.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was thinking. I think I want hair again. I think I might. Yeah. I think I might go the way of Anthony.
Follicles. I'm getting a great mullet growing back there. I gotta get rid of this.
I bought it.
Can I have some of your mullet?
Yeah, I'll give it from the donor area.
Yeah. What's your video? I took the Propecia and I started coming yellow chunks.
What?
I'm not even kidding. Honest to God, I'm supposed to put it on your head. Yeah, probably tipping his cock in Propecia.
Really hairy balls. What the fuck are you doing?
You know what, dude? You bald. You put the hair back on. Boom! You got hair again. Cup of coffee, cigarette. Yeah, wear a hat.
Dane said he's got a video.
What's the video?
Yeah, somebody said Jay Hall's brother.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
From Chicago had our first. It was '92, and it's all of us doing our stand-up and then sketches. It's the whole show.
Wow.
Yeah, we did improv, which is one letter short of improve.
No. Right here's our improv. We're so savvy. We're on stage, and we're like, all right, we need a fake movie. And, you know, improv is like the first thing somebody yells out. Yeah. We're sifting through all the options. Guys like Ghost House, and we're looking at each other. Nah. What else?
Pick a better one.
Something we've done before.
It's fucking improv. You're supposed to just
go with the first one.
No. Improv's thing. I just hate it.
You know, my girl's taking
watching it. It's.
My girl's taking an improv class, and she actually gave me the book on like, you know, how to do improv and everything. And the amount of swipes they take at stand-up comedians.
Oh, you shitting me, really?
I was reading it on the plane. I just kept going like, yeah, they're just like, you know, this isn't like a stand-up comedian where it's all been rehearsed time and time again. Sure, there might be a little bit of improv. It's just like...
It's great when you go, okay, and freeze.
But if I wrote a book about stand-up, at no point would I feel the need to take a swipe at people who do improv.
Because they're fucking jealous that I'm telling you, improv people are fucking jealous. They can't just stand there with a microphone. They need 8 other people. And when they run out of fucking steam, they yell tag, and the next asshole comes and bails them out. We don't have that option. You think I don't want to yell tag sometimes when I'm fucking eating my balls? Please come up and help me.
Yeah. Now, wasn't that improv right there? Did you have all that written?
I said that actually yesterday morning, exact same time.
Every morning,
8:40 break.
Right.
I tried it on 800 different radio stations before I came. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking the Opie and Anthony show you improv every day.
Oh my God, we don't know what the fuck we're going to say next.
We're reading a teleprompter right now.
Yeah.
The whole rule of improv too, like #1 golden rule: don't deny, don't deny. And our whole thing was deny. Yeah, we would mess with each other. You know, you'd be like, oh, you know, obviously holding like a fake baby rocket. Why are you carrying your own tire from your car? It was just we destroy each other with denial.
Like comedy cock block.
You guys are all the biggest assholes out there. Comics are just assholes.
Yeah.
Don't let anything
Sometimes the problems will be false.
There's been a rape up there.
I love you guys watch the World Series? Anything on it?
Yeah.
Bobby?
How can you follow Burr's rant?
Yeah, that was
the fucking
you
best
heard it,
thing
huh?
I've ever heard.
That was tremendous. And you know what I love about this girl here? She wore the
Linda
Yankees thing.
Church.
Well, yeah, when they lose, she still wears that jersey. She still does the weather just to show what a big fan she is. She didn't just break it out because they finally won. That's the kind of true fan they got. Anthony, you've been wearing that Yankee hat for at least 8 minutes. I mean, you guys just truly, just a heartwarming.
The high pressure
just to watch this city come together.
I'll be completely honest with you.
You had relatives who were 28 the last time you won. It's unbelievable. And now they're 36. I mean, can they even remember the last one?
He got you pretty good.
Oh, it's just as bad. We spend $1.80 every year. Who gives a shit?
You're right up there with the spending.
It's just fucking annoying to hear every Puerto Rican driving by my house playing Jay-Z and Alicia Keys song.
Oh, enough of that.
Empire State of Mind.
Oh, God.
I'm not sick of it yet. I
haven't heard the Jay-Z version.
Pretty goddamn.
I listened to it too much.
I hope they play it on the flight on the way back to L.A.
Pretty fucking sick of it.
Oh, you know what the worst one is? That one that they do on American Airlines, where they just try to dumb you down so you don't realize you're getting fucked over. I can't even do it. My voice is fucked up, but they'll just be like, you know, they play like this little sort of piano, do 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 do, and then this guy goes. I can't even do this really high pitched fucking thing, and it's like they're literally subconsciously calling me a fucking moron. Sitting by a jet engine in the fucking bathroom, $300 with my knees in my chest. It'll be $97 for the yogurt plate.
It's better than fucking William Frawley on Continental that comes out and fucking tells you he runs the airline.
Oh, that fucking nervous Nelly, that awful.
Can't stand him.
What's his name?
We have the youngest fleet.
I'm the CEO of Continental Airlines, Larry Kellner. His hands are always moving. His nervous hands, they flap out and go back to his stupid lap. Larry Kellner. He's got a big fucking overbite like a puppet. I fucking despise him.
That guy, he's got that nervous performance tick.
Yeah.
I'm used to being behind a desk.
Yeah, I'm Larry Kellner. Yeah. My overbite is so big, it affects the way I speak. They used to say we have the youngest fleet, and now because of JetBlue, like, we have one of the youngest fleets in the industry.
Oh, boy.
And they used to say we serve meals at mealtime, and they don't say that anymore. No. Fuck Continental. No more blankets in first class. Shit.
First class, no pillow.
No more pillow.
No more.
I was, yeah.
You got to bring your own.
We have
way to go.
I'm really happy that my friends are doing well because I'm leaving soon to go do the Improv in Houston. But I'm really happy that Bill Burr is doing Town Hall and Dane is doing The Garden. I mean, it's really nice to see your friends. Hope your fucking fires break out in both of your fucking shows. You're gonna fly to Texas to do a fucking comedy club.
Oh, wait.
You guys just zip into town and do big theaters. I'm fucking dead.
That was another line from that fucking improv book.
Yes.
There are comedy clubs called the Improv, but there's very little improv that goes on in the exactly.
You go in there and work your magic.
Sorry, nobody wants to watch fucking 5 idiots yell. Give me a watch. Give me a subject. Think of your own shit, cunt.
I remember at that club out in L.A., I won't say which one because I'm not going to trash the group, but every Sunday they would come down and they would do improv. And after you watched it 4 weeks in a row, they had bits. They had stuff that they went to.
Right.
Yeah, so it's just, all right.
Yeah, they have their go-to improv.
You know who's a great improver? And Amy Poehler. I watched at UCB one night. She's fucking it annoyed me how good she was. I'm like, if you're going to improv, that's how you should do it.
It probably wasn't.
I stink. I go right for the dick. Like, I'm 3 lines in. I'm like, hey, do you have sex? I'm terrible. Fucking horrible improver. Bob, do you want to come up and sit here? Because I got to leave, man.
Jimmy's leaving us.
Bobby!
You going to the Improv now?
He's got to fly.
It's not shows
tonight.
minutes.
I'm out in 15 minutes.
What the fuck's going on?
Abandoning ship.
He's got to go. He's got to go down to the Yankee store.
I got to go.
Get a 27.
Well, once you explain to Dane,
Get a 27
once you explain to Dane, Cook, Bob Kelly, and Bill Burr, because they didn't hear.
I didn't know Bill Burr heard.
Oh my God, what a hilarious!
He heard.
Well, once you tell Dane.
Oh, come on, dude. Sorry.
What did he fart right there?
He rubbed my Can you wait till I'm out of the seats? Fucking Jesus Christ.
Look at
It's like you're breaking up with your girl and the guy's fucking her while you're packing your suitcase.
Really, Bobby's like
microphone.
already in Jimmy's seat.
Where are you going?
He's got to go to a hospital.
I got to go and to check on somebody. A friend.
Get their side of the story.
And you know, perhaps pick them up and you know.
He's leaving out a few details.
Are they in the hospital?
Yeah, she has like asthma.
Oh, it's a female.
Do they have
female?
Yeah,
Do they have cartoons on the wall?
Well, that's what we're getting at.
It was.
She's in a certain part of the hospital.
Well, I didn't know that they admit girls of that age into the pediatric ward. So I had to actually sit in the pediatric emergency room.
And you had to actually say to the nurse, how do you spell colic?
Yeah, I had to sit in the pediatric emergency room as the doctor went over everything. And I let me tell you something. I've had some Anthony, you are a fucking creep moments in my life, but that topped everything that I've ever done in my life as far as being the creepy guy. I just felt like a fucking ghoul sitting there with people looking like, okay, 18.
Just turned.
But did it ever cross your mind to leave and say, I can't do this anymore? Like an alcoholic hitting bottom?
You can't have the chick like fucking, wheezing.
Did you call anybody for help and say, what's going on with me?
No, it's like, no. What am I going to, why? It's consenting adults. I don't know why they check them into pediatrics. For the love of Christ, why the fuck?
You know what? I can't make up my mind. I can't make up my mind on this one. If that side, what Bobby's arguing, is right, or if that's just jealousy and hate that people also, like other people didn't just stay single, and continue to focus on the career so you're successful enough that you can bang an 18-year-old. What are you, 62?
That's
like everybody trashes people who
working
drive.
my way through my 40s.
Dude, and what a way to go through your 40s.
Somebody else's 15s.
Asshole. Never underage.
You like that one, Bobby?
All the state statutes. Believe me, I got it on a fucking. There's an app for that.
I really
Let me look up Missouri. Where the
Can you get me a ride home to New Jersey? I'm sorry, baby. That's gonna be a problem. Let me check my phone. No, I can't.
Go around this state.
Yeah, I can go up New York and then go to Pennsylvania.
I have to go around states. I'm the only one in like 80 years to be arrested for the Mann Act. I don't even know what it is. You transport her across state lines, boy?
In her bare feet. Yeah, it's statutory rape.
Oh, shit.
It was, it was.
That's a good one.
Very embarrassing.
That's one of the better stories Anthony
I like how
told.
Bobby's eating here, and he just tried to contribute to the show by eating and just goes, shit.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
What'd I say?
Dude, you
went,
got your eggs,
shit.
your coffee, you need the energy for the show. Boom, bang, I'm in. Jimmy's out.
It's all protein, dude.
Yeah.
I I just found it fucking. This was sucks. I ordered an egg white omelet with ham, and there was a carrot in the middle of it.
Why egg whites with ham?
Fuck, why is there orange?
Like, why bother with the ham?
If you're going to have the ham, you might as well just go all in with the eggs.
Go with the yolk. The yolk is the best tasting part.
I like egg white.
And douse it in salt and
pepper. The only
pepper.
time I like the yolk is when it's gooey.
Yeah, you could have it like loose.
When you bite it in a sandwich, it just
loose.
shoots out, and then you wipe it up with a fucking...
Some toast.
Right. Yeah.
Good shit right there, man.
Don't get me going on fat stories. Don't get me going. I actually was in Miami Improv. I went to El Polo Tropical and ordered $40 worth of meat. Ooh. The next year I went back, they remembered me. They were like, oh, you last time here. Most meat ever.
Remember we had like that session at Fogo?
Session?
We sat there so long that the knives were dull by the time the check came.
How about the other night? We were working up for like 2 weeks straight. Eating egg whites and chicken breasts.
Oh, yeah.
And then I brought up McDonald's for some reason.
Oh, no.
How I hate getting fries, one fry, large fry. Because it ends. You know, you get to the end.
Yeah.
And you're like, that's that one mushy fry at the end that you try to, should I dip it in ketchup? Should I eat it raw? How should I enjoy it?
You eat a large fry and you're upset that it ends? Dude, fat people make food so fucking gross.
He goes,
they just make it gross.
So he tells me, well, do what I used to do. I used to get 3 large fries, put them in a bag. That way, I'm not going to eat them all, but they never end.
It's never ending. That's a great way to go about it.
Oh, that's fantastic.
We're talking about it. Then we decide we're going to do it one day.
Sleep.
We decided we're going to do it one day, and then it turns into either tomorrow night or the next night, and then we're driving by McDonald's after the gig, and we're like, dude, there's a McDonald's. And we're going back and forth. All of a sudden, the stupid limo driver just turns in.
Turned in.
He
made the decision for you.
We weren't going to say yes. So for the whole time, we're like, yeah, dude, there it is. And this guy just gets in the drive-thru.
We just froze and stared at each other.
And he did that thing where he pulled up so the mic was next to the back, the back window. So we had the entire option to be like, no, we're good.
Dude, two double quarter pounders with cheese, a shake, 10 chicken McNuggets, 3 fries each.
Yeah.
Each.
Yeah, they just dropped new fries for us. That's pretty.
Then we got on the plane. We had Tyson documentary, and then we ate all the food. I thought it was fucking hallucinating because we saw the northern lights were coming from Alaska. So I look out the window and it's just green and purple. I'm like, I'm dying. I caught diabetes.
He's got like so full of trans fats he can't recognize colors anymore.
That's fucked up.
You know what's funny though is you sit there and you say you're not going to eat, but the second you get a whiff of that grease, it's over.
It's fucking over.
It's one of the great smells that's on this planet.
You guys like the Tyson documentary? How great was that?
Yeah,
see Tyson have a fucking brain.
Yeah, man. He's like Mensa smart, man. That guy was
absolutely. No one knew that.
So intelligent.
And we
watched Anvil. Have you seen that documentary?
I love Anvil.
I had Anvil in here. Yeah.
It's good to know that they're doing okay.
Yeah, but now I heard they're going to do the soundtrack for like Iron Man 2.
Yeah. Now they're as big as
That's
you can
incredible.
get.
They made
I wanted to see that one.
make it. Like it's a fucking paradox. They made it because they hadn't made it for so long.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping
that's
for.
the only way they made it.
I'm hoping to make a documentary next year.
Have you seen it, Ed?
No, I haven't seen it
Billy,
yet.
you've seen it?
No, I didn't see it.
I got
it.
You feel so bad for the one guy because he's just believing in the dream that he should have gave up on 20 years ago.
He's got the lip quiver. Maybe we're going to do this, and we have to all agree that it will.
No, he was just freezing in the meat locker where he works.
And then they go to what he had to do? He had to deliver meals. He had to deliver meals to the elderly or something in the middle of winter.
But this is the worst part. The bass player, who's the shit at any band, he was his boss at the fucking vegetable factory, wherever the fuck he worked. Yeah. So he's the one who makes all the vegetables and puts them in the tins. This asshole has to go get it from the bass player. And he's got an attitude and shit. Like he has a chef's jacket on and he's fucking mixing vegetables.
And you know, everybody who works at the restaurant makes fun of him. Why are they still long hair? Dude, they're in a band.
He walks by, they're like, metal on metal.
I love documentaries, but
talking about forks.
This is one of the best. This is one of the best documentaries, though. I mean, they're at big, huge festivals in Europe, and the guys that they came up with could give a shit that they're there, and they're all excited, like Lars is going to recognize them and stuff. And they just get the cold shoulder from everybody else in
his own
business.
kid. And whenever your kid is like, they're like, "What do you think of your dad's music?" And the kid's like, yeah. At least to have the kid be like, "No, my dad rocks." That would fill me up. And instead, I ate 2 more large fries and stared at the Northern Lights.
And the family doesn't believe in him anymore.
The sister,
the sister's still giving him money to keep his dream alive because she's very rich, I guess.
Yeah.
He's fighting with club owners over $100 fucking, $100 for a gig or something.
In fucking Germany.
You're gonna love it.
Did you guys see?
What about the tour manager crying on the train tracks?
Yeah, but she wasn't even a tour manager, right? She was just a fan from Europe who wrote them and was like,
that was
I believe in
one of the
you.
band
And
members.
Yeah, but she kept fucking everything up.
Right.
I mean,
And then
taking
she
buses
breaks-
and rickshaws and
That
shit
sounds
to
like
gigs.
Spinal Tap. Totally like chick gets in charge.
It's pretty
and
much
fucks
it
things
is.
up.
I mean, the train goes and they're still on the platform, and she breaks down crying. And then I forgot their names, but they're like, "What do you mean you didn't buy tickets?"
Yeah.
And now they're just stuck in the middle of Europe with no fucking plan, and she's crying.
I have no heart for anybody who goes with the excuse of, I'm trying so hard for you. How about fucking prepare a year in advance instead of trying to wing my career? I am doing everything that I can to... What? You made one phone call to see if a train was coming.
Can you imagine Barry
suck.
Katz doing that to you, Dane?
I can imagine. I witnessed it firsthand. It's called the first 5 years of my career.
There's Alex out there. There's the fucking...
What's up, Alex?
That's the man right there.
Alex is the main guy now?
We call him Tree Face.
Alex.
Yeah?
Yeah, he
What's
looks like
Alex
an old man in a tree.
What the
Look at it. Look at him.
About
Fucking
You
big
know what
jaw.
that reminds me of, though, when you talk about like that whole I'm trying. I was sitting. One of my pet peeves is when you're sitting in the green room at the at a club and there's no waitress and you're sitting. There's no water. There's no food or anything. So 3 times I got to ask to get a waitress to come back. I'm fucking starving it before I do a show. So finally, this waitress comes walking in and she just goes, "Oh my God, I'm like the worst waitress ever." And I go, "Really? Well, can you send the good one back here?" It's like, what, because you called yourself out for sucking? Like, now I'm supposed to accept it? Now it's funny. Now it's funny because you said you suck, so now I can just
Now
enjoy
you go, "Oh my God, I'm the worst tipper ever." So this is a great combination.
She read one of those dumb books about you got to own your own stuff so that nobody can take your power and fuck with it. So she came in, "I am the worst ever." What's my move on the chessboard?
How to suck and still succeed. Just admit to it before somebody calls you out on it. There you go.
But you take it to another level of like, your boyfriend must hate you. Just something weird. When she walks away, like, what?
Make her
I'm a
leave
bad waitress,
angry.
but I'm not a bad
Well, then
girlfriend.
she's going to spit in your food. Do you worry about that? She probably will.
At a comedy club?
Well,
probably make it taste better. Fucking shitholes.
We were talking about
stupid chicken
We were
wings.
talking about this last night when
quesadillas.
Oh, fucking dumb quesadillas and skirt steak. Fucking poor man's steak.
When you meet somebody and you go, "Oh, it's really nice to meet you," and they go, "Oh, we've actually met before." They pull that in front of other people. This girl does, "Oh, hey, yeah, it's cool, nice to meet you." No, we met before.
Yeah.
And I'm just staring at her, and everybody's kind of looking. It's that awkward moment. I'm like, "Oh yeah, yeah. What's up? What's going on?" You don't remember.
That's
you
what
don't
I
really remember.
I love that one too, where it's like, "Hey, how you doing?" You're like, "Hey, what's up?" You don't remember me, do you? It's like, why do you got to put me in that fucking position?
No, I don't.
You know,
Yeah,
I
don't.
No, I absolutely don't.
We
I don't.
meet a few people. I might not remember fucking. You know,
I have cousins I don't even know their fucking names.
Right.
exactly.
There are people in my family at barbecues.
You
Like,
don't
who's that
You
little
don't remember
cute
we
girl?
talked for, and they know the time limit you talked? We talked for like a half hour
Yeah.
at a party.
Oh, really? Or they go, "All right, what's my name?" Because sometimes I try to bluff. Go, "Do you remember me?" I go, "Yeah, hell yeah."
Yeah.
What's my name?
No,
All right, look, I gave you an out to feel good. Now I'm just going to dive on you. Yeah, I have no fucking clue who you are. I don't care about you.
I'm even bad.
a long name.
I'm even bad if I know people. Sometimes
Yeah.
I get like a
do
panic,
too.
like, oh fuck. So I literally, if I was working with these two guys, I've known these guys for like 17 years. If I was working with them just as a backup plan, I'm such a moron. And if I was hosting the show, I would write their names on my hands.
Shit.
Not these guys, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like guys, you know what I mean? I would literally have to be writing that. That was my big panic as a host, that I was going to forget the name.
I've had people come up and I'm like, all right, someone's coming. I know the face. I don't know the fucking name. So you turn to whoever you're with and go, all right, I'll say hello. Immediately introduce yourself.
Yes.
And I'll be like, oh, I'm so rude, I'm sorry. And then right when they say the name, you go like, Karen, this is Karen, to try to make it seem
it's a
like
timing
you knew
thing, though.
It is totally a timing thing. And then I blame
that.
myself. I'm like, oh, I'm so fucking rude, I'm sorry. Yes, of course.
I thought you guys met, but you guys didn't meet before?
Yeah, I thought you did.
I got that worked out with my girlfriend. That's the deal. I go, look, if I don't introduce you
immediately.
in the first 3 seconds, introduce yourself.
And go,
my
he's rude.
Yes.
And you know what the worst thing is?
Right.
The worst thing is when your girl says, hey, I'm Karen, and then the other guy goes, oh, hey, how's it going? You're like, fuck, say your name. What's your name? Say your name.
Okay, and then here's
your job to get
paranoid
both their names.
I get so paranoid with being the guy that goes, what's up, bro? Because usually, hey, what's up, bro? What's up, man? Leads to it. Then I try to get clever, and I'm like, muchacho. And I end up calling him some weird.
You're going to Chief Champ. You're going everywhere. What the fuck
what's
is your
up,
name?
Lips? I give him a nickname.
The fucking bro thing used to work, though. You could get out of situations by just saying, hey, bro, what's up,
man? Here's the worst one I've had recently. I went to town to this club, and there was some guy, some chef at a restaurant, right? He was a big fan, so, yeah, come on down. So we go down there, and this guy feeds us like it's the last Thanksgiving ever. Everything on the menu. It was like bizarre. Like we had like shrimp, and then waffles came out. It was unreal, but it was all delicious. And I hung out and talked to this guy for 45 minutes. And he goes, yeah, I'm coming out to the late show tonight. I go, all right, dude, well, hang on. I'll get you a DVD. Thank you so much, blah, blah, blah. So the end of the show, the guy stands in line like a regular person. So I'm totally in robot mode going, hey, did you have a good time? All right, thanks a lot. So the guy who just made me a free meal, he's like, hey, what's going on? I'm like, hey, man, did you have a good time? Do you want a DVD or something like that? And the guy's looking at me, and I totally didn't even recognize him.
Did he pay for it?
No, he ended up walking away, and then the middle act, then the middle act comes up to me and he goes, oh, did you see Chef Chris? Chef Chris came out. I go, wait a minute. And I go, oh, fuck. And I had a panic. I said, no, but I went down to his restaurant the next day with DVD in hand. I was just like, dude, you got to understand, people come up to you and they say, my brother just died. He liked your comedy. Or they're just like bizarre shit. People slapping you on the back, really hard, spitting in your face.
Right, go fuck
but dude, there's no
yourself,
excuse.
Burr.
Like I literally, I was still full from what the guy fucking cooked me, and I couldn't remember him.
Just wanted to make sure that shrimp and what was it, waffles?
Yeah, shrimp and waffles.
What is that?
Is he a chef at a fucking IHOP?
Isn't that a Paula Poundstone album? Shrimp and waffles.
No, it's actually.
Have you ever taken a shrimp and waffles? It's the most delicious thing that you could possibly
she's brilliant.
I'm leaning over a stool and contorting myself at the
fucking days.
Oh, goddamn.
Paula Poundstone, what the fuck?
Wow, she sucks.
Oh, those early 90s
she's horrendous.
Yeah.
We got it.
Did you ever watch the young comedian specials?
Oh, yeah.
And just watch how fucking atrocious comedy was back then?
Even the name guys were like, you watch
Yeah.
old one, because I remember seeing the one with Seinfeld on it and fucking shit, and you watch the act and go like, wow.
I saw one they
That's
did in New
brutal.
York, and some gay guy with fucking just great hair.
Some what?
And a gay guy.
Robert
hair.
Kelly?
No, yeah, I said great hair.
Oh, that was back in the day you did?
I did.
You had a model, motherfucker.
Oh, fuck
nice hair.
I could have been in Menudo. And he had the fuzziest pink. It was just this hairy, fuzzy pink sweater.
You're right.
It was so hot. He just made the wrong choice in wardrobe, and he was sweating the whole time.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That music.
It was always like a Casio keyboard or some really cheesy saxophone.
There's always a bouncer at the front door of the club. And they turn and they do the fake freeze, but they're still kind of moving.
There's the name.
Yeah. And then when they show the performer, he's got to do that surprise look, like he doesn't know the camera, like the double take. Huh?
Hey!
Then he runs to the backside entrance, and he enters this. It's a bad cut to the stage, too. It's like, no, I'm running right from the alley, right onto.
Back then,
White balance is all wrong.
He's got a haircut since the opening shot.
They always got a haircut.
One comic's putting his fucking jacket in a locker, like comics get lockers.
Those were really, they're on like HBO Classic now. Every so often they pop on. And you see these guys that wound up becoming huge, and then these other guys are like, who's that?
Yeah.
That's like, he just fucking muddled his way through comedy clubs and never made a dent.
Nothing.
Nothing.
That gay guy with the pink sweater was just sweating his whole set.
Do you remember there was a guy on Stand Up Spotlight? Every time when he would finish his act, he would do a backflip. He'd do a backflip and then do like this big, like he was doing the YMCA. He'd just do the Y. He would do that. And I remember this before I got in comedy, and I was embarrassed. I actually liked the guy. I was literally like the moron comedy fan. Like, this is the guy who does the backflip. He's the backflip guy. Totally. So
I hope he's in a motorized wheelchair now, running it with his mouth because he fucked up one night. I used to do comedy. I did a backflip.
What's the comic's name that was in the wheelchair where you used to forget him upstairs all the time at the end of the show?
Yeah, he had the mustache, the red.
Matt Malley.
What? Is he a Boston guy?
It was like there was fucking 3 huge flights of stairs to get up to the comedy club, and there was just a big, huge picture window. And we'd all, a great show, we up front. Hanging out, smoking butts. We'd always look up and just see him steaming up the window because we forgot him upstairs.
Yeah, but his wheelchair was like the template wheel. It was like made of concrete.
It was the heaviest thing you ever tried.
Alloy that was like found on Mars. It was 6 of us.
It's like the Flintstone wheelchair. You're like wheels made out of stone. Everybody used to.
He had a teak backboard on it. We used to have to lift him.
Dude, that guy one time, he booked me at he told me it was a high school. He goes, I got a gig. It's a high school. Me and remember Jim Dunn?
Yeah.
He goes, me, Jim Dunn, and Matt Malley books us at this high school, right? And we're sitting there going like, oh my God, this is going to be brutal. It's a high school. What the fuck am I going to talk about? When we talk about, dude, we show up. It's a junior high.
Holy shit.
We're standing backstage. The kids are so young. Their voices haven't even changed yet. So it's just to see it. We're just sitting there going like, oh my God, we're going to die. I hope you got the backflip.
Yeah. Is this backflip guy?
So the principal shows up, who actually looks like an ex-Marine, like a janitor. He goes, all right, I'm doing the intros. What do you got me to say? So he tell me intros, and he comes walking out, and the kids are like, this is the intro. He goes, and we are quiet, please. And everybody just shuts up. And he starts berating them, saying if anybody says, yells out anything, they're getting detention and all that. So I think, and we were so, how did it go? I forget the lineup, but all I remember was, I think me and Jim went on first, and then Matt was closing it out, and he was eating his balls, his numb nuts, just sitting there. And we sat back there and enjoyed it. We were so fucking mad at him. We were so mad at him for booking that. We just sat. It was the best part. It was worth eating my balls out in front of them.
He was nervously rolling back and forth.
I did a gig. He booked me and Al Del Benny at the White Stallion. It was just like a bikie bar way up in New Hampshire, and we're hanging out with it's just a hell gig. It's just terrible. And the owner comes out to start the show, and he's shit-faced. He grabs the mic. He goes, all right, we start the show. There's like 4 people, drunk fucking MILF. And he goes, all right, we're going to bring up the first guy. He's in a wheelchair. Get this. This is how it happened. He was emptying a fish tank out the window, and it pulled him out. And he fell on his neck and snapped his neck, and he paralyzed himself. He goes, hey, Matt, why didn't you just fucking let go of the fish tank, stupid? Matt Malley, everybody. And then he wheels up.
That might be the best intro I've ever heard.
That's fucking bad, man.
I'm not going to say the comic's name just out of being nice, but there was a comic who used to have a lazy eye, and he was unbelievably sensitive about it. Unbelievably sensitive. So I'm bombing. It's this hell gig. It's a 2-story bar, and we're upstairs, and they have like screen windows. There's like a carnival across the street. It was just fucking horrific. So the dude goes up to host the show. He's all excited because he finally has a room to do with the lazy eye, and then literally he gets like, "Hey, how's everybody doing?" And like the guys from like Time to Kill are literally sitting in the front row, and the guy just looks right at him and he goes, "Dude, the fuck is wrong with your eye?" Right? Dude, he had nothing. He was just standing there going I can't believe you said that.
You think he'd have something?
I think he worked on his lazy eye material.
And then he's trying to get pity from all these other people playing like pinball. They don't even give a shit. Hey, can you believe someone would say something like that?
Why'd you be so mean?
I know you're talking
about. Comeback for that.
It wasn't even who? Oh yeah. Remember the guy? Who was the guy that had this? Who would bleed? Because he had that skin disease, and he would just bleed.
How do I forget that guy?
The guy, remember, he was just red all the time. He was always red, and then he would bleed.
Like
He'd have to have a napkin because his lips would chap up so bad and his face would chap up. He would just start bleeding. And then you'd go to eat with him after. I used to have to tell him, go sit at another table because you're bleeding. I can't watch you dab blood onto a fucking tissue.
It was like his whole body was chapped lips.
Yeah.
And if he would go to...
He was shiny because he always had to grease. He had to dip his head in grease before he went out.
God. I remember that guy.
Talking about.
Holy shit. You remember that guy?
I don't know.
Was he funny at least?
No.
No.
Scaly. Like, it was
the fuck did he have?
Man.
Dude, I don't know, but he was awful. Shiny all the time because he had to always condition his face. And he would bleed. Like on stage, he'd have a napkin, dab, because when he'd tell a joke, his lip would crack sometimes and just start bleeding.
Oh, that's horrible.
Oh, it was
what kind of affliction is that? There's no God.
You just took the fun out of the room with that story.
God.
God. Jesus.
No
Where
God.
do we go with that one?
Makes you bleed.
Almost made me gag.
Seen this guy bleeding at clubs and colleges all over
Yeah, you might have seen him.
So you guys play in the Garden tonight, huh? We should get a little promotion in for that.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, we should probably try to,
maybe sell a few
we should
seats.
sell a few. I'm sure it's selling real well, Dane, right?
Yeah, it's doing great.
How many times have you played the Garden?
This will be my 5th show at the Garden.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Holy mother of Christ.
Bobby was hinting that there might be some things tonight.
Some special guests.
Some things.
Actually, Billy's one of them.
Yeah.
Oh,
for real?
Yeah, it's Dane Cook and Friends.
Billy's on it.
That's right. Yeah. We're all going to hold hands in the air.
I'm going to
Bob Seger
gonna bow.
I'm waiting for that.
And then when you come up and it freezes and the credits start rolling.
No, we all have to jump up in the air.
Yeah. Jump up in the air. Do the click your heels thing. And, how douchey. Ew, I can't even think of that without, like...
I do it in a second. I fucking blow it up and have it right above a fireplace.
Fuck, that's going to be a great lineup. The show just got cooler. So it's Billy. Anybody else you could talk about? Or is there a little
there's
surprise
some people
in there?
doing like some surprise video stuff that we're going to play in between, and then Gary Gulman is going to swing by.
Is he coming by?
Yeah.
Oh, Gary.
Mike
He's not in jail?
Mike
You'll have to show.
Gary's
You'll have
all right?
to show up. You'll have to show up.
I'm going to.
I'm going. You got to show up.
Look at that. Can't give away all the secrets.
Yeah.
All right. So there's surprises tonight.
A night of fun and surprises.
Hijinks?
They might ensue.
Shenanigans.
Hijinks always ensue, right?
What about shenanigans? Yeah, hijinks ensue and shenanigans. Yeah. Chicanery?
Chicanery.
I like
tomfoolery.
Chicanery thrown in there.
Is always good.
Oh boy, I just know that Billy is going to fucking. You cannot be in the Garden and not rip the shit out of Yankee fans.
Why would I do that to myself?
Yeah, exactly. Why would you do that?
I already know what I'm going to do.
Teasing, of course.
I already know what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
There's a couple of Led Zeppelin lines I'm going to throw out there.
There you go.
Yeah, because they played there.
Yeah, they did.
Of course.
And then other than that, no, I'm just going to.
That's the part that I love, is that you stand in that hall. There's a hallway, with all the pictures. And if you just start at one end and you just walk down, by the time you get to the entrance, you're like, I suck. It's a really great journey. Bob Hope and Elvis, and you get to the end of the hall and you're like, I'm a fluke.
God damn. Yeah. It's fucking Ali.
As opposed to being in a comedy club where you walk by all the pictures, just like, wow, I'm never going to make it. Dude, the worst comedy club fucking ever. The Punchline in Atlanta. I was giving them shit. Can you at least have a We Made It section right near the stage? Dude, they have fucking headshots of people, and it's all the original I know I'm gonna make it excited looks on people's face, like, wait till you get a load of me, like pointing.
Before they're beaten down look.
What about the Kua? They had all the comics on it, but then they had a wall of all the bald comics. And there was one guy in the middle who had hair, but nobody knew he had a wig. We all thought.
Oh, shit.
You know what I'm talking about?
That's hilarious.
Yeah, no, you didn't know that. You're like, why is he there? And then they look at you like, you're like, he's fucking out of wig. Fucking dicks.
They should somebody just do a documentary about that wall. Just pan it and then find every one of those
people. Yeah,
because you've never seen them.
That's a great idea.
You've never seen them on TV. You've never.
What they're doing. That
what happened to those guys?
They're all like Red from Shawshank. They all like have supposedly motivational, get busy living, get busy dying, carved on their ceiling.
Or Brooks.
Brooks is good too.
Hung themselves in their house.
There was some guy out in L.A. There was a guy. I think they're doing a documentary on. He did the potluck at the Comedy Store. He did the same 5 minutes every Sunday. Never missed a Sunday for like 23 years.
Holy shit.
And then one Sunday he didn't show up, and they were like, "What the hell? Did he die? What happened?" And I guess he moved back to Michigan. So they're trying to find out like that whole compelling story of like talk about sticking with something.
Yeah, and then
it's like if you actually picked something you were good at, and then also like what happened
that day?
In that 19,000th Sunday that you finally just like, you know what?
Fuck this.
I don't think this is going to pan out the way I thought it was going to.
Should have hung in there. It worked out for Anvil. Bring it right back around to Anvil.
Well, this could work for him.
Yeah, we got to get Dane out of here. He's doing a lot of press.
I got to get
Ant's got to go. You want to do some radio, Bill? Where are you going?
Look at me. I got nothing better to do. Are you kidding me?
Bobby, you have to go too?
I'll change
No,
my flight.
where are you going? You leaving? You going? Oh, you got to go back and. Oh, what's that?
Oh, that's the emergency.
That's the underage warning.
That's a ringtone.
She's too young.
That's
She's not old enough yet, ringtone.
Anthony is fleeing the state right now. Uh-oh.
Oh, he pushed the microphone away. Pushed the microphone away.
Oh,
He's holding his hand up like Pedro Martinez with the glove over his mouth so you can't read his lips.
We usually start yelling really horrible things.
Hold on, I read nose movements.
Look at those fat fingers.
And who are you talking to?
Oh, yeah.
And who are you talking
How
to?
much underage pussy juice is on those fingers?
I know, those big, fat Italian fingers.
It's legal in the old country, sweetheart.
You can only fit one knuckle deep in a girl. Where are you going?
Oh, Bobby, you always have the most disgusting detail to end it.
You really do.
On this show, do I?
True.
Yeah, Bob. On this show.
Yeah, you know what?
I'm
you make a good point.
Bobby,
you make a good point.
Whose chair am I sitting in?
Sorry.
Bobby, we're going highbrow lately.
Really?
Yes, we are.
Let's fucking go to high. Let's talk some politics.
Yeah.
What do you got?
Let's get
Fly
eloquent.
fishing.
Oh, my God.
I went fly fishing with Bobby today.
Yeah,
How great
You're
was
out,
it?
really?
Yeah, I'm out.
There goes Ant. All right.
See you later.
the thing.
Bye, Ant.
Lost Jimmy, now we lost Ant.
All right.
Yes, Dave.
Everything new
Tell
that
Tina
Bobby.
we said hi.
Yeah.
Here's the thing: is everything new that Bobby tries, and I really this is one of the things about Bobby that I really like. I wish I was more like him because he will just throw himself into something new, like in a way that I probably never will for the rest of my life. But you'll fly fishing, you know the terminology, and he gets everything going. But then he also gets the very most unique illness that goes along with whatever it is that he's learned. He'll get a Vespa, and he'll get like a Vespa scratch that only certain people get on their inner thighs, or you got like the trout flu, or there's always some weird thing that goes along with it that makes me go, I'm glad I didn't do that.
Burns his
with Bobby.
balls on a Vespa spark plug.
But then he drags all of us in, and then next thing you know, he's changed hobbies on us. Like, what the fuck happened to fly fishing?
Yeah, it's called getting married and not being able to go to hookers anymore to fill the hole. So I'm filling it with matching the hatch.
We matched the hatch.
Vespas.
Yeah, see, matching hatches.
I didn't get to catch a trout though.
Yeah, you didn't catch a trout. I caught fucking 3.
Well, what was his name? The Vietnam vet?
Tony.
He wanted to catch one for me. He goes, all right, when I get one on the line, I want you to reel it in. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. 'Cause he was our guide for the day. I'm like, I'm not one of those guys. I'm catching my own trout or I'm going home with nothing.
Yeah, he was
I'll catch
great,
a fish for you.
Yeah, he was going to get it on the line, and then he was going to give me the reel. Like I'm like 12 years old, fucking, fishing with my uncle.
I was watching a show the other day on like it's like the hunting channel, and I was watching Ted Nugent. He was hunting with the bow and arrow.
That's the best.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, he's hilarious. The majestic flight of the arrow. And he's just sitting there. You know what's so funny? And the guy's awesome at it too. He nails this black bear. The fucking thing with an arrow. This fucking thing doesn't run more than 25 yards and just drops. And he goes, yes, the rug has landed. And the whole time he's doing his show, you can tell he's trying to piss off people who are against hunting.
Yeah, right.
Like, he can't just be like, I'm into this thing. He's got to piss them off. It's a fucking great show.
He's one of our favorite guests. He hasn't been on in a while, but man, he just pisses everybody off.
I got to tell you, it bothered me that he shot a bear. I totally respect the skill. It's like, just shoot a deer. They're like roaches. There's a million of them. But there's just something about he'd probably be like, they're overpopulated, so maybe he knows more. But, I don't know. I like bears. You know,
We're
they
really
ride
getting-
those bicycles at the circus.
I saw a show. The guy actually shot he shot a polar bear grizzly bear mix, which is like unheard of.
There's like 7 of them.
Yeah,
Right?
it's white though, and the only way you can tell it has like a little black under its eyes. He fucking shot it with an elephant gun, gutted it, skinned it right there, took it back, and they were like, "You fucked up. This isn't."
I love those
bear.
YouTube videos of like the lion that like dodges the bullet and then comes after the guys.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Those are
that
my
one's
favorite.
insane.
Yeah,
Did you hear that
that's-
bitchy scream that guy does?
Yeah.
Can you blame him?
It was
He's
like
not the same
like
man all
fucking
of a
Ray
sudden.
Lewis to the 90th power. This fucking thing.
Yeah.
They shot him and it got mad and it got startled and then it just starts like this is fuck this. You know when dogs run fast and their back legs are passing their front legs? Just picture a lion doing that and like
running like he's in a cartoon.
Yeah, 40 yards away. 40 yards away, this thing takes off. Just dwarfs fucking Jordan, right? Just takes off from the foul line and comes flying at the guy, and the guy goes, ah! He lets out this scream. Then they fucking shoot him then the thing starts to run away, and they shot him. It really annoyed me.
I'm getting crazy signs. We got to get Dane out of here. He's got stuff to do. So, Dane Cook at Madison Square Garden tonight with Bill Burr as a special guest.
Me on. Thank
Bobby's
you,
on, right?
that,
yeah.
Bobby's got some time up there.
Yeah.
I'm going. Wherever you sit me, Dane.
Wherever you want to sit.
On the stage.
Right up on stage. We're going to put you on the
How
stool.
awkward would that be?
Sit up there on the stool with your hands between your knees.
Just Opie.
I'm just a big fan of comedy.
And other surprises tonight, and possibly some hijinks at the Madison Square Garden show tonight with Dane Cook.
Yeah.
All right, I think we're going to take a break.
And some improv.
And some improv.
Yeah, we're going to end with some sketch and some improv.
We're going to do some. Me and Billy and Dan are going to do hands.
Out.
Somebody from the upper deck now, and then 300 seats. Give me an emotion.
Not like that hasn't happened before.
I should tweet a pic because this is like an all-star lineup. Here, you guys get together or something.
All right, this is where we're supposed to talk because people in home at the radio can't tell.
No, they don't care. Bobby, move in so I could. I got some shitty fucking pictures of you guys. This is an all-star fucking picture right here. 1, 2, 3. You got Dane Cook, Bill Burr, and Bob Kelly. Cool. There we go. I'll tweet that. All right, we're going to take a break. Dane, it was a pleasure. Bobby.
Anytime.
You know, we're friends. We see you all the time, so whatever. And are you sticking around, though,
How's
Bobby?
your burn, by the way, Bobby?
Yeah, it's good.
What happened?
You all right?
Oh, this Cox.
Hey,
fucking.
hey.
We're.
Now it's 6 minutes.
You fuck around. Easy. Easy. Yeah, I'll fuck
You called me a cock blood.
You burned me.
You just called me a cock blood.
Now I'm going to do 28.
All right, Bobby, just bring people up.
I'm lighting you on your intro.
Oh, fuck you, both of you.
That's kind of funny.
I'm gonna bump into your time, and I'm gonna do the whole show just to annoy everybody. Every little girl's gonna go, "What the fuck?" We fuck around backstage all the time. We throw shit at each other and fucking whip each other with coat hangers and just punch each other in the face. And
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
this fucking dummy grabs a what was it?
What'd you do first? Let's start with the.
I hit him in the nuts.
Yeah,
with a Fuji bottle,
which immediately takes you to DEFCON. I'm doing anything I can to get back here. I have to go on stage in 10 minutes. You just hit me with your, in the nuts.
I got to go on stage in fucking 13 seconds, and you burnt me with a fucking flat iron.
That is true.
What?
He pinched my elbow with a flat iron.
Jesus Christ.
But this is his theory. He goes, dude, I didn't know it was that hot. I put it on my head all the time. I go, dude, it's a fucking, the word iron is in it. It's fucking...
Dude, he's got the John Bender do I stutter burn.
Holy shit.
This is what you get
with you?
when you
It looked
open
like an
for
arrowhead
Dane
for like
and
a
spill
week.
paint in the garage.
Yeah, exactly.
Do I stutter?
Oh, you're getting one tonight.
Smoke him up, Johnny!
Yeah.
I know Dane's had a tough year,
How
but
did I
now he's
know?
fucking taking it on his fucking friends.
You know when somebody burns you and you, like somebody...
He's testing your loyalty.
Some accidental shit happens and you get fucking angry and
You
you're...
hit me in the balls, Opie.
Yeah, dude, you fucking burned me.
Yeah, but you could still
it
be
sounds
a
like you
father
hit him in the
after that
balls
one.
first.
Oof,
He
I
did.
was so...
He did, right?
No, I was second. He actually...
Sir, he did.
He did.
Who's
You
sir?
started it.
No,
Me. I'm sir.
Sir, Missy changes the whole mood.
I'm the judge.
It became testimony.
playing
I'm
the
the jury. I'm the jury right
All right,
here.
here we go. All right, ready? Let's
I
fucking
was trying to get the
let's,
tattoo so I could ruin it.
let's
Yeah, you don't like that tattoo either, do you?
No,
We hate it.
I really
We
guys
just
don't-
haven't told him to
Are
his
you
face
done?
yet.
Are you done?
Yes, Bobby. Go ahead. Match the hat.
Shut your face.
Is it a dragon, Bob?
Yeah.
It's a koi.
No, it's a
Where's
dragon.
the koi?
Is it a fish?
That one's over here.
Oh, I'm
Can you
sorry.
get a picture of you tattoo you like fly
I just
fishing?
remembered I hate 2 of your
On
tattoos.
your other shoulder with like the big rubber pants.
Look, we got to
That'd
get
be a
Dane
good
out
one.
of there. Pacing.
What's that?
Tell your story.
Get a tattoo of you like fly fishing on your arm. Be a cool one, man.
Yeah.
Big rubber pants. Be like an action one where you can tell like the thing's moving and you found your piece.
Like if I flex my muscles, the fucking...
He does have a good whip.
Okay, but I burnt you once.
Oh, yeah,
but how many times do I give you a big hug and I say, Bobby, I want you to be your best tonight, and I really want to see you succeed. Go out and make these people laugh. How many times do I embrace you at that?
What are you, Bon Jovi? What the fuck is wrong with you?
How
many times do I tell you I believe in you?
Yeah, that's so nice, Bobby.
Yeah, why would you hit him in the balls
what's wrong
like
with
that?
you?
Yeah, see?
First of all, we were fucking around.
precursor?
All right, who's the judge? You the judge?
I'm the judge.
You're the jury?
I'm not a fan of hanging out with guys that like to do ball shots.
Yeah.
All right, listen
I have
to
a
me.
brother
Ball
that's
shots.
into that.
Exactly.
My
Thank
brother
you,
is
sir.
so into
Sir,
just ball
thank you.
shotting guys.
What happened? Did you burn your retinas looking up at the big Dane Cooks sign as you walked into the arena? Is that too mean?
A little bit. I took a couple shots though.
Yeah,
too,
okay.
so.
Yeah, you're going to do it tonight anyways.
Exactly.
What the fuck are you talking about?
That's what I thought. I thought it was going to be funny, like a couple of lugs sitting at a lunch counter.
It wasn't that it wasn't funny. It was just too wordy. You just
I
fucking looking up at the
What's the
thing and the
story? Let's
retinas
go.
and the
There's a lot of
I
body
just don't want to be in
parts.
trouble
There
for
is no
keeping Dane
story.
in studio too long.
He
no
was
story.
fucking with me.
So you ball shot.
No, he was fucking with me, antagonizing me.
What was I doing?
I don't know, you're doing some horse shit.
See, you
doing
didn't
some
even know,
stupid
so
shit.
it was
He was doing
superfluous.
some shit in my face, and he
Ooh,
did something.
Why did it
Yeah.
involve some kind of movement?
It
dance?
had movement. I don't know why. That's all I remember is movement.
Not very
It's good to know you
convincing
guys
so
hate
far.
each other. I love this.
And then
I love it. I love it.
So I took the bottle and I didn't throw it like a fucking baseball pitcher. I tossed it, a little Fiji bottle.
No.
Tossed
It
it.
was like a skee ball toss.
Oh, really?
I'm not
Bobby?
that good at skee ball though.
Yeah, he was going for the 100-point.
And hit him in the nut, and then he grabbed the iron and pinched my elbow.
Wow, that's fucking great. We got to hang out.
Yeah.
You're sick like me.
I wish I had it on video.
What,
Yeah, why
burning
didn't
me?
you videotape everything? You don't have that?
What are you talking about? He videotaped me fucking my knee. When I broke my fucking leg, this cocksucker, I look up, he's looking at the camera lady who wanted to put the camera down and felt bad. I see him doing the rolls, keep rolling sign, pointing at her.
Old school too, right? Old school. Keep it rolling.
But he pointed at her. I saw her point at her and go, "You fucking keep rolling." And then he does the roll, and she puts the camera back up with a tear in her eye.
It's a great moment, though. He captured. He man recognized his drama.
Producer,
I
though,
told him,
right
I said,
there.
Bobby,
Knows how to produce.
I know that a month later you would have been like this. Dude, you should have rolled on that, dude. You should have. See, I did it for you, Bobby.
It's one of the greatest video clips ever, though, man.
I'm going to get you the clip that I just got of Bobby and I in 1992.
Oh, good, please.
It's crazy weird.
Yeah.
Is this the red VCR tape? That
You know
I
what
had
you're
for
doing?
years?
You know what you're doing?
not
It's
the
our
red tape.
first
I still have
paid
that.
gig, like a check. And Bobby, you were like mad at Al, who was videoing, and you go on a rant, a Bobby rant, maybe one of the first ones.
Mm-hmm.
I think I might have captured the first, like,
Bobby rant.
He's like, dude, I told you, dude, none of you guys believed in it. I said we're gonna get paid, dude, and now we're getting paid. And his hair is just all over the place, like Pirates of the Penzance hair. You know, just, dude, and now look, dude, look at the check. We get the check. It's
Like $85.
You gotta see it.
Please get it to me. We'll put that up on a YouTube channel.
That should be fun.
All right, we got to get everyone out of here. Dane Cook tonight at Madison Square Garden. It was a pleasure. Bill Burr's going to be on the show. Bob Kelly, hijinks, surprises, and some improv.
Absolutely,
Improv.
yes.
Some improv.
And when we get back, I don't know who I'm doing the show with. Hopefully with somebody.
I'm here.
I lost Jimmy. I lost Dan.
You got Burr.
You're definitely
I'm
staying, right?
yeah.
What are we going to talk about?
Couple of
though?
reds. Look
Yeah,
at the reds.
a couple of gingers and
Yeah, what are we
sad
talking
childhoods.
All right, we could trade those stories for a while.
You guys can trade 60 block
You know,
stories.
the redhead, the forgotten minority.
Oh my
Two
God.
Everybody else
You
has
guys, you guys can talk about your favorite shady spots.
We'll figure
Well,
it out
what's your
next.
favorite tree to stand under in July?
Right.
That's hilarious.
Absolutely. All right. Hey, it was a pleasure. We'll be
Bobby,
back.
Dane
At least
Cook.
me and Bill Burr. Bobby's going to stick
Later,
around,
fellas.
I think.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, there you
good.
go.
Bobby.
Stay there. All right, who's out there thinking Courtney Cox is one hot cougar?
I do.
You do, Bill?
Oh, she's tremendous.
What about Jennifer Aniston?
Yes.
Jennifer Aniston more than Courtney Cox, I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Right?
Now.
Well, first of all, she's younger than I am, so I don't consider her a cougar. She's jail-based.
Who hasn't dreamed about giving it to her? Huh?
Exactly.
Jennifer Aniston.
Exactly.
Not Courtney Cox in my book. Jennifer Aniston, though. Well, keep dreaming, because you, my friend, don't have a shot. You want to know where you do have a chance to beg a hot cougar? Do you want to know where you can beg a hot cougar, Bill Burr?
Applebee's?
CougarLife.com. CougarLife.com is a dating service filled with hot, horny women looking to hook up with younger guys. That's
God
right.
Bless them. Experience, too.
Recent divorcees who haven't gotten in a while, sex-starved single moms.
Desperate.
And a few hot teachers who could teach you a few things, eh? Do you know how many divorced women or single moms are out there who are just sitting around at home by themselves?
Playing with their twats.
I thought
I'm helping out with the read.
I don't know this Bill Burr. He came in. He's a local comic. He's promoting a gig. I don't know him, and he'll never be back. Just want the sponsor to know that.
Local comic.
Yeah, just a local comic coming in. He's trying to make an impression on us.
Everybody loves a cougar. They're an endangered species. Get out there and help one out.
Thank you. Well, it's practically guaranteed you're going to get action if you go to this website. Who wouldn't want to bang a MILF? That's every guy's dream. The site was started by a former Miss Cougar, and in just 6 months, she already has over 250,000 members. The site is so popular that the New York Times already did a story on it. And if they can afford to advertise on here, it must work, right? CougarLife.com. That's CougarLife.com. Join free right now. Hurry up. The Cougars are coming, literally. CougarLife.com.
Party. Come to my house, we'll have a 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 party.
All right.
Party.
Yeah, you're listening to the Opie and Anthony show. Let's see. Jimmy left for Houston. He's going to be at the Improv all weekend long. Anthony left for the pediatric hospital to take care of her little issue there. So I'm left with Bill Burr and Bob Kelly, which is fine by me.
Oh, all right. I didn't know where you were going with that. You're like, so I'm left with...
I'm just kind of like just setting the table for everybody.
Oh, okay.
Out there in Radio Land, you know.
Point guard.
Yeah.
I'm sitting in Anthony's seat.
I see that.
I want to push a button.
Go ahead, push anything.
All right, then.
I got it from a Negro.
Of course you're sitting in Anthony's seat. Of course you're sitting in Anthony's seat. Of course you are. Of course that's the one that had to play. And you did randomly just, pop a button.
Yeah. Let me try.
Now go home and get your fucking shine box.
Yeah, see?
What a movie.
This calls for the old Billy Baroo.
Billy. So, Madison Square Garden tonight, boys. You ready for this?
Your days of finger banging,
or we can push
old
buttons.
Mary Jane Rottencrotch through her pretty pink panties are over.
Madison Square Garden, absolutely.
Scared? Nervous?
No.
So it's a little different. It's in the round.
It's one of those things where it's just like whatever happens is going to happen.
Right.
There's no pressure because it's not my show.
Right.
Yeah, but his fans, the nicest people in the fucking universe.
Are they?
Unlike the ONA audience.
I gotta be
Is that what you're trying to say, Bobby?
This is what I'm nervous about. I'm nervous that it's going to be a bunch of Facebook hotties, and I'm going to be up there talking about why I'm pro swine flu. And they're going to be looking at me like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Wait, why are you pro swine flu?
And we're looking at you like that now.
I kind of agree with you without even knowing what you're going to say.
Mother Nature keeps trying to help us out. And
yeah,
we keep going like, what are we going to do with all this garbage? There's like, there's a cesspool of plastic and shit, twice the size of Texas, and it's like a mile deep. They don't even know how the fuck they're going to clean it up in the middle of the Pacific Ocean.
Yeah.
Mother Nature is trying to fucking help us out by whacking a few of us.
And we don't listen.
Cleaning out the closet. Yeah. A renewal. The same reason why the forest catches on fire. Mm-hmm. And then new stuff sprouts, and we won't let her fucking do it. And every time it's going to be a bigger roundhouse. I'm telling you, we're on our way to a Will Smith movie.
I'm on the same page as you. You just don't want it to be you that has to be part of the thing in her. That's all.
Exactly. It's going to get the weak ones.
Huh?
It's going to get the weak ones.
We're all going to get the swine flu. A lot of us will get it this season.
You just take your vitamins.
Yeah.
Everybody else. First of all, I love all these fucking idiots running out to get that little the new serum. People don't understand that doctors practice medicine. They're practicing it. So you don't want to get the new shit.
No.
You want to get the shit that's been rehearsed. Like the hair plugs we were fucking talking about. The hair plugs from the 70s are fucking horrific. Look at them now. They're great. That's because they fucked up Elton John's head practicing on him. That poor guy's been wearing a wig since 1978. So now this swine flu shit is new. You don't go down there with that serum that the CIA and their witch doctors came up with, they don't know what the fuck it's going to do to you.
There's no fucking way I'm getting that.
They don't know what it's going to do to you.
No fucking way.
Fuck that. Take your vitamins.
If 10 years from now we're still dealing with the swine flu, then maybe I'm like, okay, they've figured out the vaccination.
Vitamin C, Raisin Bran, and 8 hours sleep. You're good. You're good. I like when you go on the plane and those fucking foreigners always have like the masks on and shit. It's like, what do you know that we don't know?
What's so funny is that Alex, the kid that was Dane's dude.
Yeah.
He got a little sniffle. So,
he was the guy. You told the story there, but tell Bill.
He made him wear a fucking surgical mask for 3 days, 24 hours a day. The only time he could take it off was when he was alone in his own room.
Wait, no joke he was doing, or is he just breaking his balls?
No, he wear it. I was.
But I mean, was he doing it to be funny? Or was he seriously paranoid?
No, we're on the fucking plane. He's sniffling a coffin. Made him wear, and not even like a regular one. It had like a painter's one with the little the plastic air pocket in the front of it.
I'm surprised they didn't send him home. Just send him home.
Just make him ride with the luggage.
He did have to ride in the back, right?
I wanted to fucking get a Sharpie and make a Sufi on it.
Are you guys still touring?
Yeah, we leave tomorrow. After tonight, we go
to the Roman Coliseum.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, where do you go from here?
Virginia.
No, but I mean, after you play all these arenas like this,
he's the biggest comedian. As far as ticket sales go, you can argue because once you get to that level, it becomes all preference. But as far as like how long he's been selling out Madison Square Garden and arenas to that level, I mean, there's been guys who've done stuff like that, but it's always been like a year and a half.
Yeah, but he's
going on 4 or 5 years.
Well, I asked him, I go, how many times have you played Madison Square Garden? He goes, this is my 5th time.
Dude, he did like 2 shows there one night. I got 2 shows Saturday night at Madison Square Garden. It's unbelievable.
Me and Jimmy saw him do that in Boston at the old fucking
Fleet Center.
Fleet Center.
It's got the same road schedule as the Celtics.
Yeah. But he turned that place around. He did 2 shows at the Fleet Center in Boston. Me and Jimmy.
How many waitresses were clearing out fucking tables? To clear out 20,000 people.
And they had one huge line waiting to get in as everyone else was leaving. That is fucked up, man. That is some fucked up shit.
Yeah, that was weird. It's weird to do the shows and you're playing on the Cavs' real basketball hoop.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they set it up in the back. We're just fucking playing horsey.
With their hoop.
Oh, dude, that's so awesome.
Yeah.
I went on a hockey trip last year. I went to the Calgary Flames, the Edmonton Oilers, and the Vancouver Canucks. And these guys, they did two out of 3 of the stadiums I went to.
Really?
Yeah.
How many arenas have you been to for hockey?
I've been to all but like 6 of them. I've been, as far as like professional sports franchises, I've been in like almost 100, like 98 or 99 of them.
Wow.
I got to do something on the road, dude. I'm going to go nuts. I can't keep going to cheesecake factories and fucking watching fat people stumble out of there.
You just go and see the local sports
This
teams,
is what
right?
I do. They'll say, you want to go to Seattle? And I'll be like, yes, I do.
But you look at the schedule
and then I go to
first?
the NFL schedule.
Fucking smart, man.
And I fucked up, though. I thought Seattle was in town, and they're not. So
Seattle's a great city, though.
It's an awesome city.
I love
Seattle. Seattle's great.
I was there once, and it was 3 days of beautiful sunshine. Like, I could live here. And they're like, well, let me tell you about Seattle. And then explain how the rain thing is a real deal.
Yeah, why Kurt Cobain ended
Did you go
up the
by
way
his
he
house?
did. Who, Kurt Cobain?
Yeah. Where he killed himself?
No, why would I do that?
Why not? I love
Peek
that
in the
morbid
window
shit.
to see if there's any brain matter on the window?
Nah, you can't get too close, but it's a house right on the lake in Seattle.
What club are you playing in Seattle?
Giggles. Giggles Comedy Club with Crazy Terry. Pays you with a shoebox full of cash.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Oh, he's hilarious. This guy, well, like, he's such a cheap bastard. I love the guy, because I like the independent clubs, you know, and I like how he's just a character. The guy's out of his mind. He basically, you come into headline, he does no fucking advertising, and he freaks the fuck out every time. You haven't sold one fucking ticket.
Why do you guys gotta deal with that?
It's like, dude, you could have Jesus coming down there. If you don't have someone with the sandwich board, something, letting people know I'm coming to town, you asshole.
You gotta at least do the minimum for me.
He's a maniac, though, right? But he's such a fucking psycho. He's hilarious. So in front of me, there's like 7 guys every night, and they're all doing 6 minutes, and he's not paying any of them. And it just keeps going. Coming up next, people are like, okay, is this the headliner? It's like a telethon.
On the weekend?
Yeah, on the weekend. And then afterwards,
why does he do it
starts
that
telling me which comics, why they're not going to make it right in front of him. And he's such a psycho that they're not even fazed by it. And I'm like, why would you do that to this news guy? And
isn't that the guy that waits tables, does the door, bartends?
And he's rude as hell to his customers. But somehow
How's he still in business?
I don't know. But that's what I love about it.
Seattle.
Hey,
that's what I love about it. Larry shouldn't have said all that shit. It's a great club, and I love performing.
When are you going to be there? I think it's on your schedule.
Yeah,
man.
it's on my schedule.
I don't know.
Sometime in December.
Okay.
Gonna be in Cleveland at Hilarious the week before. Going to a Browns game there, Bobby.
The Browns.
That's what
Me and Norton did a show for the Browns. We did a comedy show.
You just comedy?
You want to talk about fucking taking a? Oh, it was just on the verge. It's just all rookies. Just huge black dudes, and me and Norton doing our stand-up, and LL Cool J is the headliner.
Why would you take that?
That was the week you guys got fucking douched off the air.
Yeah, I remember, Bobby. Thanks for
why would you take that gig?
Fucking commas.
Hey, the money was good. Let's go to Larry in Connecticut. Larry!
Thanks, Opie.
Larry wants to go back to the swine flu conspiracy.
What's going on, guys?
What's up,
What's
Larry?
up?
Hey, Bill, this kind of flows right up your alley with the conspiracy theory stuff. I was told by a doctor when I was debating on getting this, the flu virus inoculation nonsense, and one doctor had said to me, it's useless to even worry about it, number one, because everybody, like you just said, everybody's going to get it. But the one of these companies, either Merck or Pfizer, already had that the inoculation planned out 5 years ago, knowing that this thing was coming. Now, how did we all of a sudden know that there was a flu coming 5 years ago and we just got it this year?
Exactly. It's business. This is a great line I heard from someone in the medical field going, there's no money in the cure. The cure is in the treatment.
Exactly.
So there's no checks and balances for anybody anymore. I mean, fucking bankers just stole $1 trillion. They kept it. They can't even say where it is, and nobody's doing anything about it. So what would stop these guys?
Right.
I heard like the Food and Drug Administration, half the guys who work in there used to work for the big companies that kind of control the food supply. Like the whole thing is it's beyond corrupt.
It's all
and that's what the
crock of
shit. We're not in this to, we don't make the money from this end. All the money's made on the medicine end of it. It's not made anywhere else.
How much does it cost to get the flu shot? How much is that?
Fuck like that. I just want to get.
Why would you do that?
How much is it? I'm just wondering how much.
Don't
it
even
is.
take the chance, man.
I'm not.
There was a time they told.
Going to. I'm just asking if anybody knows.
What was the big one where they told the mothers what was it? A fucking vaccination or something, and they all had flipper babies. They said that shit was safe.
Yeah.
What was that?
Dude,
Help me out. I only got.
They put too much fluoride in the water. Remember those kids when you grew up and they had like freckles on their teeth?
Yeah.
They had those white circles?
Yeah.
Because they put too much chloride. They basically poisoned the water supply.
Is that why they had that?
Yeah, that was
I
like
never knew that.
Something like too much. That's what I asked. Like, why do you have chicken pox on your front teeth? They got, there was too much fluoride one time, and like, really? And you just accepted that?
I'm looking at the swine flu differently for real. I want someone to give it to me and get it over with, instead of wondering when I'm going to fucking get it.
I take a lot of, get a lot of peace in knowing you can only die once. That's what always brings me back around to feeling good.
Oh, that's wonderful, Bill.
Yeah, you can only die once.
Is that going to be in your new book?
Huh?
You only die once.
No, but I have an uplifting message. Get a dog. It's the greatest fucking thing you'll ever do.
How great is a dog?
Oh, dude,
I almost got one of your dogs. A guy was walking through a mall with this silver. Was it a silver, a blue-eyed? What is it called?
It's a pit bull, but the coloring is a blue nose. It's not a type of pit bull. These assholes. Nobody on the internet can just tell you you're wrong. They gotta, shit dick.
Yeah.
It's like, why can't you just say, by the way, a lot of people think a blue nose is a type. It's just a color. It's the fucking greatest goddamn dog.
Fucking delete all
Shredded.
of it. As soon as they fucking say shit, shut the fuck up. I delete them. I love blocking people. It's my new happy
You're not
thing.
scared of the dog anymore? I remember when you first got it, you were a little timid there, Bill.
Right there.
You were a little timid.
Oh, dude, Bobby, I'm telling you.
Guy was selling it for $400 at the mall, at the Glendale Mall.
Dude, I'm going to tell you right now, you get that dog, you now have a bouncer. The joke I've been doing in my act, it's like a gun you can pet.
Dude,
and they're loyal as hell. They're fucking loyal as hell. And but what you really have to do, Bob, is you got to I'm really reading up on them. It's a responsibility when you have, like those little fucking dogs are the worst. The owners of those dogs are so fucking bad because the dogs are not in control and everybody thinks it's funny.
What, the little dogs?
Because they're
Dude, my dogs don't even fuck around, dude. I sit, come, stay. I don't fuck around.
You're a good owner, but a lot of people aren't. So what happens is if you're a bad owner, the bigger dog you get, the bigger the problem is going to be. Dude, if you have a little dog, what's it going to do? Nibble at my ankle?
Right.
Okay, break the skin or whatever. If you're a fucking bad owner and you get a bigger dog like that, and all the hype on pit bulls is bullshit. It's just the dog they're picking on right now. When I was a kid, it was all Dobermans. I never even heard of a fucking pit bull. Everybody was just like...
Actually, German Shepherds are the worst dogs because they bite more people a year than any other dog, a German Shepherd.
I guarantee you it's a smaller dog. Because you know what? Those little dogs, dude, they don't even fucking report them.
It is.
Hold on.
Nobody reports them.
You might be right.
If a doghound bites you, they don't put it down. If a pit bull does, they do.
Bill, we were talking about this yesterday. The one dog you're scared of, and I came up with German Shepherd. I'm more scared of German Shepherds than the pit bulls.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because it's the police dog of choice.
What's the one dog you're scared of?
Oh, dude, it's got to be the Doberman, man. That looks like a hellhound.
That is the number one dog
when
you'd be
those
scared
ears
of.
are straight up, man, that thing and that expressionless look, I absolutely love them.
I think I'm not scared of them because I only see them in movies. I don't think I've ever seen a Doberman.
Dude, a Doberman could kill a fucking horse.
Live.
It could kill a horse, I swear to God.
Bobby, what about you?
It's a German Shepherd. I had a German Shepherd follow me home
knee
when I was a little kid.
They like to
and
bite.
I went to check its collar, and it bit through my hand.
Oh, yeah, it's...
And then it bit the cop that came down, who was named Robert Kelly. We're in the paper. I still have the article.
That's just wonderful.
Yeah, but I guarantee, like, dude, you know what's the bad thing, too? Is when you get a dog like that, the amount of fucking people who don't know how to approach a dog.
Yeah. They just walk right up.
Dude, they look right in the eye. It's like if you were sitting on the subway and some guy's looking at you in the eye, you're going to be like, dude, what the fuck is your problem?
Of course.
They don't understand. They walk right.
Same thing with dogs and animals.
Yeah, I'm sitting there, and this guy comes up, and he's looking at my dog. He goes, hey, and he's like snapping right in his face. The dog's like, well, wait, what have you done? You're sitting there eating, and some guy started snapping in your face.
Did you say something to him?
You'd be like, what the fuck? No, my girl had the dog at the time, and the guy gave us this look like, oh, pit bulls. It's like, no, douchebag. You're an idiot.
Yeah.
Like, people also, like, they also, like, really, they have an excited sound, like, hey, how are you? The dog's like, what the fuck? What's going on? Why? You're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to be relaxed, calm. You're not supposed to look in the eye. You're supposed to let the dog approach you, let him sniff you out. But then you also have to hope that the owner understands.
And he's the leader,
understands the dog. So the bottom fucking line is you shouldn't approach any fucking dog. Any dog, because you don't know if the owner is a good dog or not. You don't know what the fuck the dog is. But people love dogs, so they come walking up like fucking idiots all the time.
Let me ask you a question. Do you give it a swack? Do you fucking hit it?
No, you should never hit your dog in anger. What you do?
Not in anger, but just, like sit the fuck down.
No. What you do is it's all repetition and reward. And what you do is the dog has to know what the fuck it's supposed to do. If it knows what it's supposed to do, it doesn't freak out in that situation. And you teach that by repetition. But I'll be honest with you, dude, I don't take the dog out to public places anymore because of the way people were approaching the dog.
Right.
And it'd be a new environment, so he's getting new to it, and I'd be, sit down, I snap, it sits down and all that. But then somebody comes up with that kind of voice, so they snap in his face, or they just, they approach real quick. Like, you ever see that shit where that bear attacks that woman?
Mm-hmm.
If you notice, the bear is actually scared. Because you watch the way she shows up. She sort of sneaks in behind him. The bear thought it was getting fucking ambushed, and she triggered that. I love how I'm talking like I'm a fucking animal expert here, but that's what
dude, you sound great.
You're a dog whisperer.
That's what I really.
Well, that's the dog whisperer.
No, but that's where I learned a lot of the shit that I watch. But he also has books, and like it's common fucking sense. And people are idiots when they approach. Hey, now, we're watching the video here. Now, watch why this. See how she just sort of snuck down, and the bear doesn't know. Now, watch the double take he does. He doesn't even fucking know she's there, and says, "Whoa, fuck!"
Oh,
that's what it is.
God.
Fucking idiot. What kind of idiot sits next to a grizzly bear?
YNC.com, I think, is hosting that video. Hey, by the way, everyone is defending their dogs on Instant Feedback. Relax. We're just saying in our dumb little minds what we're scared of. Because people are like, look, German Shepherds are great dogs. This dog, I understand.
Dude, every dog's a great dog.
But everyone is scared of something.
It comes down to the owner. The owner has to be a good owner,
Bill,
and you have to not be a fucking idiot and startle the dog.
Remember when you were probably, a kid growing up, whatever, and you went to someone's house, and they had one of these dogs, these like intimidating dogs, and they would give you all sorts
of dogs that's running the house.
Yeah, and they would give you all sorts of rules as you're visiting this person, like, all right, don't make any sudden moves, don't look him in the eye, don't do this, don't do that, and you would just sit there going, when is this fucking dog going to attack me?
Yeah, but most people,
I can't be perfect while I'm in your house.
Most people treat a dog like it's a member of the family, and it's not. It's a fucking dog. Like, I had to take my wife out of that mode. It's not a little kid. It's not a baby. It's a fucking dog. It used to live outside. Stop fucking... Because my dogs don't... If my wife says
you hit
sit...
your dogs, don't you?
No.
Yeah, he does.
No,
Yeah.
if I hit my
just
dogs,
because you were hit
their,
as a kid, you shouldn't be hitting your dogs,
I'd
Bobby.
break their spine. They're so little. I'd fucking
He gives
kill
them
them.
a smack. You can
Yeah,
tell.
you can
Bobby,
tell.
I don't hit my
What,
dogs.
a rolled up
Dark,
newspaper?
soulless eyes.
Are you that guy?
I don't
rolled
hit-
up newspaper guy?
I don't hit my dogs.
He really is. Bobby is from another era.
Oh, yeah, he is.
Depression era Bobby.
I don't hit my dogs. Only when they
What's
get...
your technique?
Did you box to get out of the Irish ghetto?
What's your technique?
I
rolled up newspaper, frying pan. What do you use?
I just use my hand. No, I don't hit my dogs.
Hey, by the way, I knew it was a thalidomide.
I'm sorry.
We're gonna. All right. Well, we keep talking about dogs. Get
My dog's fucked up though because when I first got it, I was driving around. It's it's so small. It's that little silky terrier. I was driving around L.A. Beverly Hills with it on my lap with the window open.
Oh God!
And at one point, it just said "fuck it." Just one hopped out the window while I'm moving.
I was trying to escape.
Dude, my heart, I spun out in the middle of the road. It almost got, and then I was flipping out and I just saw it running and it can't, and I'm like, fucking don't ever fucking do that again. Yeah. And it fucked it up. Like it fucked it up. And then,
one dog goes one way and the other dog goes the other way. And this guy's saying, what do you want from me?
Huh?
I just
Dueling
hit that.
buttons. I like that.
I just hit that, too. One dog goes one way, the other
So
way
what
goes the
happened,
other.
Bobby?
It fucked it up for life, dude.
Yeah.
It hears any sound, it's just fucked. It just shakes and quivers.
Yeah, this is one that I learned. Like like when your dog barks when someone's at the door.
Yeah.
You don't yell at it because what it's doing is it's protecting you. So what you do is it just has a spot where it's supposed to go. And then you tell it to stay. And this is the thing. If it comes out, you put it right back where the fuck it's supposed to be. You just keep doing that before you open the door. And then it stays. And then once you get your food that you ordered, you shut it. Then you reward it.
I do that. My dogs, when they don't even go in the house, I go in first. They don't go in front of me.
Yeah, you got to do that.
I go in first, and then they come in, and then the next door, I go in first, and I don't let them in the house. The only way they can go in the house is when I say, okay.
Yeah.
And then they run in the house.
That's how you're supposed to. You don't let the dog walk you down the street and decide where it's supposed to go. It's supposed to be right by your side, and you decide where you go.
I can walk my dogs in literally 5 minutes will piss and shit. My wife's out there for fucking 45 minutes up and down. He wanted
That's
to go
your
by
dogs
the
are
tree.
scared of you.
No, they're not scared.
Yeah, you probably pick up a tree limb or something.
No, dude,
your dogs are
you
shit.
just fucking make
Bobby
sure.
hits his dog. I live with Bobby. And Bobby
it's obvious. Bobby, just admit it. Get it over with.
I love my girl
we'll
dog.
We'll get you some therapy.
If I yell diva, she'll run, lie on her back, and bend her paws and just show me her fucking belly.
I'm going to tell you something. Bobby, he uses force. I'm telling you, Bobby would be a dirty cop. He already has the fucking. he has the dirty cop jacket on. Look, you look at Boston Cop right now. The guy rides the motorcycle. When I used to live with him, the funniest shit ever. Like somehow, he was like sublet my apartment. This fucking 1 bedroom, walk through shit, right? And I'd come back from L.A. and somehow every time I came back and I still had stuff in the apartment, somehow my shit would always get broken.
Really?
He would
What's
always
that
break
about?
my shit. I don't know what happened. He'd be frustrated with the business and he fucking... I remember one time, dude, one time, I think I know I already told this story, but who gives a shit? He broke my fan. Dude, and I'm telling you, right? The fucking thing was shattered. And I go, dude, how the fuck did you break? And he goes, dude, I was laying there, I was sleeping, and somebody knocked on the door. It startled me, and I woke up in a fluster. That was his excuse, a fluster.
The cord was wrapped around my ankle, and I fucking just ran, and the fucking
thing went flying.
No, he didn't.
Do you know how much fucking pussy I got in that apartment?
The fan blade was surrounded by a bird cage. How hard did you hit the fucking thing?
The bird cage fell off. I took that off.
He's one of those guys.
Now you're admitting?
It was really hot one night.
All these years later, you can admit.
Actually give me more air
admit
if I took that off.
Admit to Bill what really happened. You just
Bobby's
lost
one of those
your
guys
fucking
you can't
mind,
loan shit to. Like, remember back in the day if you gave somebody, like, hey, can I borrow your cassette tape? And they come back and there'd be, like, ashes and all, like, the names of the songs would be rubbed off. Like, I don't know what happened. I just stuck it in the radio.
Fucking ashes.
There's, like, syrup on it.
Out of all the guys that come in here, I know you're a problem, and I know you're a problem. Both guys.
What, tempers? Yeah,
both you guys.
Three hotheads.
Yeah, there's 3 hotheads in here right now.
Oh, yeah. And we all know it, too. We look in each other's eyes, and it's like this. It's a standoff. Because it's like, do I really want to go down this road? I know it's going to be ugly for everybody involved.
Yeah, but we're all...
It's going to be ugly for me. It's going to be ugly for Bill.
Oh, but do you think that, you could kill somebody?
Yeah, I just talked about that
Absolutely.
the other day.
Fuck yeah. I'd love I think I was made to kill somebody.
You just never cross the line. Like the way I can compartmentalize not only my emotions, but also the level of anger, I would just have to do that and once I had resigned myself that I was going to hell anyways.
Yeah. No, a friend of mine said when you have kids, you realize you could kill somebody.
Oh,
because you just protect them, and when you see like other adults treating your kids bad, especially, you realize at that moment, holy shit, I am capable of killing somebody. We all sort of think, are you capable?
Have you ever thought
I thought the other day with my dog. I was like, if my dog ever bit somebody and then the cops came and they were going to take him away, I already fantasized punching a cop in the face and him flying down the stairs. As if I could do that. He'd put me in one of those cop chicken wings.
Ow.
Right.
One of those LA chokeholds.
Yeah, oh yeah, exactly.
They practice that stuff. Thalidomide babies. I knew that, just to get that info out. That was the fucking thing that made all these women have, flipper babies.
What was it called?
They were called thalidomide babies. But it was something that they said was safe, and all the fucking pregnant women were taking it, and then next thing you know,
what's funny,
they're having flipper babies. That's why I'm scared of the swine flu, to get back to that, because it hasn't been out there
And
long
even
enough.
after all the lawsuits, the guys who came up with that shit are still sitting on yachts. I'm telling you.
Mm-hmm.
One of the biggest lies in the world is like when someone fucks you over. No, he'll get his. You know what? They don't.
They never get theirs.
They don't.
You're so fucking right.
They don't.
They
that
rarely
only
get theirs.
only happens in movies. If someone's a fucking cunt to you, and you're like, you know what? One of these days, he's going to be a cunt to the wrong fucking person, dude. Trust me, he's going to get his. They don't. They marry hot women, and they have Corvettes.
Kevin,
that's true.
Kevin spinning the whole killing someone thing. He goes, "Oh, you're right. I could kill my kids." So there's also that out there. The parents that know they could kill their own kids.
When they're a teenager and they think they know shit.
Have you ever thought it through, like through killing somebody? Like in New York City, something happens and fucking just killing somebody, just thinking.
No comment.
All the way through.
No fucking comment.
I have.
Well, that's what I'm saying by saying no comment.
Yeah, you're going to end up like Robert Blake.
Shut the fuck
up. And when
up.
you get put up on trial, they're going to show this footage.
Right.
I could fucking kill someone.
Yeah, no comment. I think
my girl was watching something the other day. Where she was watching this thing on Madonna, the whole Vogue scene. It was like these gay guy transvestite things, right? And she called me up and she told me that one of them had a body mummified, like just wrapped it in actually the fucking dude gets killed. I think she killed him or he killed him, whatever the fuck you call him. Wrapped it up in duct tape, then plastic, duct tape again, plastic like 9 times, and moved from apartment to apartment and just kept putting the body in the closet like it was a canoe for like eight apartments.
How'd he get caught?
I forget. There was the usual shit. There was a fire, and you got to run out, and she's running out with a body-shaped canoe.
Did it smell?
No, because I guess they had it wrapped up so much. I mean, I didn't watch it.
It's got to still
smell. She called me up. Dude, did I ever tell you that one out in L.A., what that guy did? I was talking about, I was renting some, what do you call it, storage space. When your life's up in the air. I'm going to live on both sides of the country. Let's see how this works out. So I had shit.
It's called February this year.
Yeah, I had shit in storage space, right? And they were telling me this story of how this guy, he had a meat freezer. You already know where this is going. In this storage space. All right? And he paid cash for his space, so there was no record of it. And he would come in like once a week to check on it. And the guy ends up having a fucking heart attack. He's in the hospital for I don't know how long. He couldn't pay his bill. They shut off the electricity in it.
Oh, fuck.
And all of a sudden, this ooze starts coming out of the fucking thing. His fucking wife and kids were in there.
And kids?
Yeah. He killed his kids. Now, granted, I never researched it to see if that was true.
You notice how I said wife, whatever, and kids?
Yeah.
That's what makes it...
I realized I never even researched it to see if that's true. That's just one of those things the lady behind the desk
could be an
me.
urban legend.
Yeah.
You know what?
You had best unfuck yourself or I will unscrew your head and check down your neck.
All right, Bobby.
That's pretty. You got a knack for it.
You're doing all right.
Let's try something else.
Yeah.
Hey, Bobby, you know what I think? I think you're a great guy and you're really talented.
Who is that, Private Pile?
Sir, Jelly Donut, sir. You pushed the Jelly Donut button. Did you read Slash's book?
Oh, that was great. What a great read.
When Guns N' Roses...
Dude, I hate reading. So you just got to be something like that.
Did you read it, though?
Oh, it was awesome.
Where Guns N' Roses, they were living out of those fucking places when they were making it?
Oh, yeah, dude.
They didn't have anywhere to go, so they rented these fucking, storage facilities, and they were living in there.
Yeah.
They had one or two, and they were having all sorts of parties at night in those things.
Yeah, like the commitment that those guys... Dude, it's hard enough to make it as an individual.
Slash's book was great.
He starts off with like the pacemaker.
It's fucking great.
I just got it. I never thought of reading it.
No, read it.
Suck like those.
You can read it in 2 days.
Most of those books stink.
No, and what I also like is you really saw like the psychology of how the band worked, where it just it looked like Slash was just one of those. All he wanted to deal with was playing.
Right.
So that's kind of how like Axl was able to keep taking more and more and more control.
Right.
Because no one really like put their foot down with the guy to be like, dude,
no,
this is a group here. You're acting like a cunt.
Yeah, they could have controlled it. We would have had a few more fucking albums from the band.
Worst follow-up idea ever.
What?
From Appetite was to have two double.
Oh, the Use Your Illusion.
It was just so much.
Fucking made 2 albums.
It was like War and Peace. Dude, it was 4 albums worth of shit. I've still yet to buy them. It was overwhelming.
They could have made one amazing album and then still had leftover songs that would have been a great start for the next album. Yeah. You're so right.
We're playing Monday Morning Quarterback. Dude, you know what they should have done?
Why put out a double album?
You broke the number one rule. Leave them wanting more.
What was the last? What am I trying to say? The
double album.
Double album that did well.
The Red Hot Chili Peppers. Did that one do well?
Fuck, I don't even know the name of it. What are you talking about?
The one that has Danny California on it, and
that was a double album.
Yeah, I just listened to all of it getting through.
Because I just downloaded the songs and from that. Then I didn't know that because double albums were big for a while.
Dude, when you get to the some of the last songs on the second side of a fucking double album, when you're on the fourth,
it's rough.
Yeah, it's like the drummer with the ukulele.
Yeah, it's like, they let the drummer sing a song. It's like, what the hell? No one's gonna get this far into this song.
It gets a little rough.
I know you have that song you've been trying to push on us for years. Why don't you just sing it? Jesus, Bobby.
This seat stinks. It's like watching a tennis match. I keep going back and forth between you guys.
Why?
In my head. I like sitting over there. I just focus on you, Ope.
Why? Fuck that. You guys were sitting way over there, so I told you to sit in Ant's seat, so I didn't feel like I was being interrogated.
No, you were being the pack leader.
Yeah, let's say hi to Brendan in Cleveland. Brendan.
Hey, yeah, man, dude, I guess my dog sitting in my lap, dude, and he jumped out the fucking window, dude, and he's licking my balls. Next thing I know, dude, he just, boom, just hits the concrete, dude, and smelling like fucking peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, dude. Bob Kelly, what's up, man?
Billy. You did that one already. Did he do that one already?
No.
Another version of that? Hey, we should play the Lindsay Lohan call before we get out of here. Lindsay Lohan calls her father, and the father's like, he doesn't know what to do with his daughter, so he recorded the call and sent it out to all those websites. But now she's trying to say that this is an old call and he cut it up and shit.
Okay.
But she's supposedly really
Hey,
gone.
Opie, what's this thing about?
What happened?
You ever just sit there?
Oh, you zoned out? Yeah, we talk about that all the time. Lindsay Lohan?
Lindsay
called her father.
I just realized there's too few people in here that I have to be paying attention right now. I literally was not even. You were just like, and I'm like,
don't just stare at it, eat it.
We openly admit it now because for years it's been obvious to the listeners we don't listen to each other. So now we just go,
nodding.
Wait a minute, what did you just say? You just did exactly what we do now.
Yeah, you just try to cover it up. Well, I mean, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
So Bobby, you're going to be at Madison Square Garden.
You do this.
You will keep your hands off of my mule.
Bobby.
I don't know. Danny switched out a K1 up.
All right.
Hey. Don't just stare at it. Eat it.
There you go.
Jelly donut again?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, you like that, don't you, faggot?
That's another perfect one for you, Bobby. Tank makes a good point, Bill, because we think we know shit. Tank writes... Are you listening?
Yeah.
Okay. I wasn't sure. No. Use Your Illusion 1 and 2 sold 49 million copies. So what the fuck do we know? 49 million.
Dude, I know nothing. Dude, you know how much shit, all that shit I was talking about dogs?
Yeah.
I walked by the
half
airport,
that shit?
I saw a fucking dog whisperer, like, it was on the TV for 5 seconds. I openly admit, I have no fucking idea.
Well, what did they do after Use Your Illusion?
But I'm
Was that the spaghetti incident? That's where they made the big mistake. That's the real mistake.
Look, first of all,
what was the big song
I still
on that?
think that the 2 double albums is too much material, and it was just like they were so huge, no one could tell them no. They were like in their Pacino years, where he's just screaming his lines, and they're like, "Oh, it's fucking Al Pacino. What am I going to tell him?"
When I was still burning CDs and shit, I took Use Your Illusion 1 and 2, and I made my own album.
Oh, you took the tracks you liked?
Yeah. Like Yesterday.
Yeah, but you know what? The both of them together
Dust
are really
and
good.
Bones I liked.
They're all really good songs. There's only a few songs that aren't that good.
That has been on my list to get that shit.
No,
forever.
Danny, you're absolutely right, but that's the point Bill's making. There was too much material to kind of like digest. That does happen.
I feel like I'm a minute.
They did a cover of that Paul McCartney song. I mean,
that one was whatever. But I mean,
Live or Let Die.
Really
That was all right.
Live and Let Die.
You ever hear Dust and Bones?
Coma. Bad
no, they have
Apples.
great. Civil War is fucking killer
Civil
song.
War's
There was a
great.
killer album in there.
Dust and Bones just musically is an awesome song.
The only song to really, really just suck is the Don't Cry with the alternate lyrics.
Oh, yeah.
And My World, which is
that.
like Axl's shitty rap song at the end of Use Your Illusion.
You know
2.
what? And I forgot about that song, too.
I told you the second. You know what you should do one time? Is you should play some songs from the second sides of double albums where it's
That's
just
a great idea.
Dude, even like Physical Graffiti, when they start getting to like Bronya or Stomp.
No, I like that song. Give me the fucking track listing.
Boogie with Stu.
Nah, Boogie with Stu, I wasn't a big fan. Give me the track listing
Hey,
for
mama. He was repeating lyrics like a comedian. He was telling jokes over and over again.
I'm going to challenge you on the Zeppelin thing, because until Coda, I really didn't think Zeppelin put out a bad song.
It gets a
bad album, I should say.
Dude, it's one of the strongest double albums of all time. I'm not shitting on it, but I'm just saying it gets a little.
Let me see what were you in the Light is a great song.
That's a great song.
This is side 3, so
keep going.
Then Bronya, or however you say it, Down by the Seaside was a great song. 10 Years Gone, come on, Bill.
I told you those are all good. But
now we're on side 4. All right, here we go. Night Flight.
Boogie with Stu is horrific.
Boogie with Stu, but before that was the Wonton song.
Wonton song's great.
That's a good one. Boogie with Stu. Black Country Woman I liked a lot. And then Sick Again is... So it kind of falls apart on that last side.
I wish I knew how to quit you.
Is this Boogie with Stu? What is this?
Yeah.
This is it?
You want my Boogie with Stu story?
Okay.
I can't even listen to this song because it's horrific.
There you go. You're just driving down the street, rocking out, Opie.
My brother's roommate at Geneseo. It was, time for Thanksgiving break, so he made the long drive from Geneseo to Long
Listen
Island.
to him.
Yes.
Wait. All right, shut it up.
Yeah, he's wailing a little bit there. So
he's a fag.
So Jesus, Bobby has ADD. I just realized that.
Bobby loves gadgets.
Focus.
He loves gadgets.
So my brother's roommate at Geneseo. It's time for Thanksgiving break. So he's driving from Geneseo to Long Island. It's about a 6-7 hour ride, depending how fast you go. And he's with his new girlfriend. And they decide they need to smoke a little pot as they're driving down. I think it was 17. Flying along.
Oh, what a horrible road.
Something horrendous happens to the car. He ends up going through the grass divider onto the other side. Head-on collision. My brother's roommate is dead. So we come back from the big, Thanksgiving break, and they had a memorial at the college, and his name was Stu. So they played Boogie with Stu in a loop. So and he was a great guy, and I just can't hear that song because.
Well, that's a good one. What song do you want at your funeral?
Oh fuck, none of them. They all just. My dad's was time of the Green Day song, so I can't hear that fucking thing.
It's Time of Your Life, but it's also Good Riddance as well.
Good Riddance, right?
That was at your dad's funeral?
Yeah, it was part of the fucking video montage. The fucking death montage. Terrific.
A song
my
called
dad being
Good Riddance?
alive. My dad being alive, doing all great stuff with his family, with that song playing. Ugh.
Yeah, you're trying to make yourself cry.
Well, no. This is. I mean, the listeners have heard all this stuff, but I could get your take on it though. When someone dies in your family or close to you, you're really sad and it sucks. But then you have to go along with the tribe, the rest of your family, and they bring you down to a sadness you had you didn't want to go to.
Right.
And it's stuff like the video montage with the sad song, or the one like cousin that really can't handle their emotions, so they're jumping into the fucking hole, that type of thing. And you're like, fuck, I didn't want to be this sad.
Yeah. Was that your first close family member that died, your dad?
Oh, no, we had to run.
Because I haven't had anybody. I haven't had anybody die. No, I know it's coming.
Get ready to walk around like a zombie for 3 days, eating a big fucking 8-foot sub.
Oh, yeah, I'm not looking...
That's what sucks. It's coming. You've already been through it. But I know it's coming.
In a little over a year, it was my my favorite uncle dropping dead of a heart attack, snow blowing his driveway. My grandma, who was, I mean, old, but you know, she was 90, but it's still like she was our family. And then my dad in that horrific car accident, one after another.
Oh, and then some douchebag go, bad things come in threes. They always come in threes.
He says that.
Well, I like that. And then
everyone does.
Bad stuff continues to fucking happen, and they just wait till it's divisible by 3.
Yeah, honestly,
and then they say it.
There was a 4th in there, but I didn't really like that person. So who cares?
People said that this.
I just made it into 3 that mattered. There were 4 actually.
It's coming.
3 that counted.
Right.
I know that's coming. My grandfather's 99 in 7 months.
Well, I don't.
My grandmother just turned 102.
Oof. For real?
Yeah.
Is she doing everything?
And she can't get on fucking Good Morning America. Or whatever, you know, they announced the 100-year-olds. She's like, there's so many of them now. People are living longer. How old I gotta get?
What is she?
She just wants a shout out.
What does your grandma do?
Why can't you get her on it? Why can't you?
Because that fucking Willard cunt won't read it. Now she'll never get on.
Wait, have you tried?
he just ruined her chances forever.
Have your family tried? They've tried to get her name on that?
I think one of my relatives sends them in, yeah.
I got to ask you, so the one thing your grandma still does by herself that you guys all brag about, because everyone does.
No, you don't remember that? And Jimmy just started talking about that? Yeah, that's all over fucking YouTube.
Which one? What?
Where I was sitting there going like, yeah, she's still
that
driving.
Famous fucking,
yeah.
Oh, right, Jesus Christ.
You know what impressed me? If she's still sucking cock. When he said that whole fucking thing.
Right. I forgot about that.
No, she's not.
You fucking went after my great aunt, so, you know.
Oh, dude, you're coming into Thunderdome. You can't have your feelings hurting here.
Oh, no,
you can't come in here and be like, you know what? I really think you crossed the line. Is there some poor naked woman crawling on mousetraps?
You're a little bitch. That's right. You're a bitch, and I bet you'd like to suck it, wouldn't you?
All the way May has passed, by the way, Bill. There's your update.
I don't even know who that is.
The fuck is that?
That's the one you fucking said was taking big black cock back in the day.
You said his what?
Yes.
You said his. Wait a minute. Stop.
Yeah. I wasn't. Just like I don't remember.
I didn't listen to the show.
Just how I don't remember Jimmy and what he said about your grandma.
What happened?
You don't remember what you said to my great aunt.
So much fucked up shit has happened on this show that people bring stuff up and I can't even remember it.
You basically said my great aunt was a size queen, Bill. And she's a nun, or was a nun, for many years.
I was probably trying to break the tension. You probably brought it to a sad
that you created?
Oh, I don't care.
It's just an uncomfortable emotion. I can't even remember saying it. I'm already defending myself. Well, this is why I said that thing I can't remember.
I understand what he's trying to say.
You know the movie A League of Their Own?
Yeah.
All the Way May was my great aunt, and someone says it was Madonna's character in A League of Their Own was based on my great aunt.
Really?
So then Bill had to go off on, Negro ball players of the time and baseball bats, and she liked it all.
That was me?
Oh, yeah, she liked it all. Well, the black angle might have been the black angle might have been pushed by Anthony, but you definitely started the whole thing.
I would never see Anthony going in that direction.
No, not at all.
And if he did, I bet it was lighthearted.
Yeah.
You're just trying to, loosen it up a little bit, probably a little sad. I get you.
That's what my family's been saying for years, that
my great size queen?
Yeah. But my great aunt.
You like that, don't you, faggot?
Jesus, Bobby. What is that from? Is that Jamie Gum?
No, you know what it is? It's from 6 Feet Under.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck. Yeah, I think one of those.
Dexter
one of those guys was
used to take it in the ass.
One of those guys was getting plowed in a parking garage.
It was Dexter used to take it.
Dexter
in
is the most ridiculous show on TV. That whole, he only every time my girlfriend watches it, we're watching it. At some point during the episode, I have to look at her and just be like, he only kills the bad people. He's the serial killer with a heart of gold.
There's 2 shows everyone is telling me I have to watch.
True Blood.
No, Dexter and Always Sunny.
Always Sunny's killer, man.
That's what everyone's saying. I got the box. We're going to start watching it.
You're going to love it.
Yeah.
I guarantee it. I like that one. I like
People are yelling
Breaking Bad.
Jimmy.
That is a good one.
Breaking Bad. No.
Oh, Jimmy said it's a size queen.
Fuck that. Bill Burr was all over
no.
my fucking...
How come I don't have fucking...
My great aunt.
I can read.
Get the fuck out of here.
I'm in fucking Aunt's seat.
We don't read this stuff. What are you thinking right now, Bobby? Let's just go with it.
You're a little bitch. That's right. You're a bitch, and I bet you'd like to suck it.
See, Bobby, there's 50 buttons on that machine, and Bob keeps managing to hit the same 2 over and over again.
I actually hit all 50 at one time. Did you hear that? Dude, this is amazing.
Does anybody remember last day?
That's what I'm doing tonight.
What is it?
That's from Madison Square Garden. That and John Henry Bonham, Moby Dick. I don't even give a fuck if anybody gets it. I have to say it. I don't give a shit if I don't get a laugh the whole fucking night. I have to.
No, it's sad. Dane Cook's audience isn't going to even know where that comes from.
That's going to be even better.
rich cunt.
You know what?
20,000 people staring at me from the front and the back and the side going, what the fuck is he talking about?
I saw the documentary. Did you see the documentary? Of course you did. Zeppelin at the Garden there?
Song remains the same.
Holy shit, is that great.
Oh, yeah.
Where they're arguing about merch and the New York City cops are allowing the kids in the back way. And
one of the greatest lines ever was Peter Grant when that guy's sitting there trying to defend himself when they were selling bootleg T-shirts.
T-shirts, right.
And the guy's like, well, I mean, how was I supposed to know the blah, blah, and he goes, well, you're in charge of security, you silly cunt.
All right, people are yelling Lindsay Lohan. So
okay.
Phone call she made to
now.
her father. Michael Lohan said, fuck, my daughter's in trouble, so I'm taping this thing and getting it out there so maybe we could force her into some kind of rehab program. And now Lindsay's saying this was done. This is a call that's a few years old and that the father cut it up or something. So I don't know who to believe at this point. But here's the call.
Someone is going to go someone else in there constantly. I need to be like the only person that they're there for. And that's not what I am. I love you so much. I'm like carrying more than the other side. Mommy says that I'm like you were, and then she was like defend me and say what she said to me on the phone.
What?
She doesn't back me. And she doesn't stand by me. Why? Why? I'm fine. And no one cares about keeping me calm, by the way. No one cares enough that much. It's never about that. It's about how they feel, not how I feel. No, it's not about me. It's never been about me. Unless I fight for it.
That is like,
wow.
Like that when you, that is sobbing.
Oh, yeah. Now, I mean, that was, I don't know. Was that a waste of time? I don't even know what the fuck she was saying.
I think if your listeners can cut that up and
do something with it.
I think they can do something with it. I have total faith in them.
She's hot. A mess. You think she's still hot?
I don't think she's hot. Yeah, she's a fucking hot mess.
Really?
No, I don't give a fuck. No, there's something about her. Yeah, I think she's hot. I'm usually not into redheads.
I used to think she was hot.
She got freckles and shit.
I don't like freckles.
I know, I don't like freckles.
I got a few freckles on me, but when it comes to like a woman, freckles.
Redhead chicks always have that one fucked up tooth.
Anything worse than cleavage, freckles?
You know what I mean? Like they have that one fang tooth.
I can't defend us. We're awful. It's the reason why God is slowly getting rid of us.
There's not many redheads being born these days. All right, I think we did it.
It's over.
And that was that. I watched that the other night, Casino, and that was that.
Bill, your great Yankee rant. I'm putting that up on my YouTube channel, Opie Radio. I thought it would be up by now. I think it's taking a while to load, but go there in a little
No, that
while.
was nothing but congratulations.
Dude, it was a great rant, and we have to share it with the world, so... If you missed it... If you missed it, Bill Burr just had a great Yankees rant, an amazing rant. That's how you started your appearance today, and it was like...
That came from the heart.
It was
total
fucking
congratulations. I wasn't angry.
Where's Sam? Is it up there yet?
That's what people expected me to do, Bobby. When they expect you to do something, if you push one more of those fucking buttons.
Can you dig that? I knew that you could.
I'm just setting them up.
These buttons are great. I like this too.
Jesus, Bobby.
Bobby
is he's a monkey. Look at him.
Oh, you like that, don't you, faggot?
Why the same one over and over, like Danny was saying?
I don't know. There's not too many buttons. How about this?
Not too many buttons. Let the record show that there's 50 in front of Bobby.
There's 50 buttons.
Why are you always going to be fucking confrontational?
What is your problem, you insensitive asshole?
And then there's 10 sets, so you have about 500 buttons.
What's next?
That's what I do.
Oh,
That's what I do.
You wanna go at it?
Yeah. What do you got? What do you got? What do you got?
Yeah, well, check this out.
Yeah.
Fucking.
I got you again. Well,
I'll shoot
that kind of ends it.
How's that, you motherfucker?
Well,
now take this.
All right, we get it. I got this for you.
I hate you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I got one for you.
Boring. Yeah, I got one for you.
Yeah,
How's
what do you
this
got?
one right here? You fucking.
Yeah, what the fuck you got?
Hang on, I'm selecting
Yeah,
shit.
what do you got?
I got this.
What do you fucking got?
I got this right here.
Oh, ah.
Oh wow, that was really impressive. That was fucking impressive.
Just walk away.
All right, wait a minute. Let me see what I got over here.
Why not?
Oh, I got one for you.
Yeah, I'll take
Now
that.
we're going to do something extremely fun.
Yeah, what do you got? Take
I'm
it.
Paul R. Nelson.
You're
gonna be okay.
Yeah. Really? You want to go down that road?
She was very badly raped, you see.
Oh, you going that way? I go this way.
He's a fag.
That's what I got for you,
go that way,
motherfucker.
I go fucking this
Well, let me
way.
tell you something, my Nick friend.
That's true.
Bill Burr, Town Hall, Friday night.
Bill
Single tickets still available.
Bill just sees the audience just going to another channel. He wants to get the plug in before they're all gone.
Impossible. I'm trying to tell you that. What do you want?
Right.
You want the tears to come out of my eyes?
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to end with Club Soda Kenny doing Empire State of Mind for everybody because this is the hottest song in America. Where's that rant? Is it up there?
It's processing.
It's processing. All right, within minutes, if you go to my YouTube channel, Opie Radio, you get to hear the Bill Burr fucking rant that was just amazing about the Yankees winning the World Series. It shut up Jimmy and Anthony, which made me very happy, Bill. So I had to deal with them for the last week.
Well, I knew what people wanted. They wanted anger. So it's like, all right, that's what they're expecting. I'll congratulate them in a cunty way.
Oh, man, it was perfect.
I was outside fucking laughing by myself.
It was perfect.
Listening to that shit.
So Bobby and Bill are going to be at the Garden tonight for Dane Cook. I'm going. I can't wait. That's cool. And then Bill's got his own show at Town Hall tomorrow night.
Can't believe it.
Because tonight you're going to be it's a guest spot. It's called like 10 or 15 minutes. So, and what are you promoting, Bobby?
I'm going back on tour with Dane. So we're going to be out till second week of December. This week going to Virginia and Austin. So just go to my website, robertkellylive.com, and all my shit's up there.
Hey, you know what? You guys got to, before you play that, you guys, like, I started watching Ric Flair videos one night at like 3 in the morning on YouTube.
Now, Sam, why don't you grab him?
Sit down. Okay.
Sit down,
Please.
Sam, for a second.
One of the
We're not
greatest
going anywhere.
lines, one of the greatest lines I've ever seen. There's a video called Ric Flair Woo. Okay, look that one up.
Is that the one they play at the, what sports arena? We were just talking about something different? Okay.
So this guy, just click on that one. It was one of the great.
Let's be realistic for a minute. Am I cooking, huh? Let me take a look at this, huh? Is this what happened?
It's about his shoes.
Huh?
Oh, yeah.
A lot of charisma. The most well-known, the best looking, the best dressed, custom-made clothes. Gold around my neck, Rolex watch around my wrist. My shoes cost more than your house. a Mercedes, a Rolls, own a Corvette, live in the biggest house on the biggest side of town, jet airplanes, and I got a limousine sitting out there a mile long with 25 women just dying for me to go. Woo!
Nothing better with a guy that has charisma and a speech impediment at the same time.
He is the funniest fucking, like, you know what I love about My Shoes Cost More Than Your House is you look at the shitty production behind it, you know it was probably true.
Yeah.
And I love how you can't see the guy. It's this purple fucking loafer.
Yeah.
My shoes cost more than your house. Dude, I was fucking on the ground by myself. It's so pathetic. And I just started watching all of his shit. He became one of my...
we fucked it up with him.
All time. Oh, my God, he's the greatest fucking
We had
thing
him
ever.
on the phone, and we decided to franchise the interview, and it was Sam and E-Rock making believe they were me and Ant.
He's really unhappy.
So now he fucking hates us. We blew it.
I was there that day. That was
we fucking blew it.
Really uncomfortable.
What was the line that we... there was something we said that he really hated.
Well, he didn't even know what was going on. He knew he was getting fucked with because I started doing bad Anthony impressions that he was just not into, and
it was bad.
It was
bad. Oh my God,
that bummed me out because
we live on the biggest house,
you didn't want to do
on
that.
the biggest hill, and the biggest side of town. Dude, that guy is the funniest motherfucker.
What did he say
ever.
about 25 dead women? What did he say?
No, he said I got a
Dead
limo
women.
a mile long with 25 women in it. Just wait for me to come in and go woo.
All right, we got to get out of here.
Do you understand how great a gig that is?
Yeah.
To sit there talking to poor people and tell them how much shit you got? I mean, how much fucking fun did that guy have?
I see the awful, terrible things in my life and turn it into something funny.
Okay.
I hope Dane burns you again tonight.
Do you?
Yeah, I really do.
It rubs the lotion on its skin. It does this whenever it's told.
I hope you get burnt on the way there.
Oh, that's nice, Bobby.
Why did you say that?
Wait a minute,
Why would you
guys.
say
Now,
that?
we all know that we all have tempers here. Let's not
As
do
soon
this.
as I get home, the first thing I'm gonna do is punch your mama in the mouth.
I like turtles.
Fucking really?
She was the greatest piece of ass I've ever had, and I've had them all over the world.
Yeah, take that.
I don't feel like playing with you.
Yeah.
That's it, man. Game over, man. Game over. No, not the beast. Not the beast. Ah! I love my eyes. My eyes.
I win.
An attention
I
getter.
win. I win. I broke out the Nick Cage, the Beast fucking clip. We haven't played it in a while. Danny loves that.
What is that from?
It's from The Wicker Man. I've never even seen that movie, but that is the worst piece of audio I've ever heard. Dude, Nicolas Cage acting is probably the worst thing I've ever heard. Oh, my eyes!
That was Nick Cage.
He was such a great actor, though. He won that Oscar, and then all of a sudden he's doing Con Air.
terrible.
He had all these great movies.
Face Off. You didn't like him in Face Off?
We're in Ron and Fez time.
That was actually, for what it was
I didn't
decent.
like John Travolta doing him in Face Off.
I thought that was decent. I thought John
That was
actually didn't
fucking-
phone it in.
John, poor bald John.
All right, guys. It was
Fuck
a
him. He
pleasure.
can afford 9,000 toupays.
You ever see the one where he showed up one day with short hair and the next
Opie,
day
hang
he
on
had
a
long
second. We're
hair?
trying to do some radio here.
Me and Billy trying to get
This
something
is
going.
riveting. We're talking about John Travolta's toupees.
And you deal with Ron.
Oh,
let's go.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're out.
Yeah.
I'm
No,
sorry.
it's all good.
Ron and Fez is coming up next.
Ron and Fez.
These
One of my
guys at the
favorite
Garden
shows.
tonight, and Bill's going to be back tomorrow, right, Bill? Because Jimmy's in Houston.
I have nothing better to do.
That's awesome.
Because my shoes cost more than your house.
Bring some more videos in we could check out.
Oh, I got some good ones. I do that podcast, and everybody, they send
The
me
fucking
some.
Jet video was classic today. And the Ric Flair just as good.
Okay.
Did you see the dating montage one we played?
I wanted to be in here for that.
That was really good. I will replay it
There was
tomorrow.
one somebody gave me a link to where this guy had an entire website talking about how he wanted to meet his dream girl, and the guy, he had been like 60 years old, and he was really demanding. It was fucking awesome.
Could someone find that and tweet it to one of us?
If anybody listens to my podcast and they
Someone's
remember
got
that
it.
one,
Yeah,
if
we'll
they
do that
remember
tomorrow,
it.
please. Do we have time to do Kenny? A little Empire State of Mind?
Not really. It's kind of long.
All right, yeah, fuck it. We can't fuck around.
I'm sorry, guys.
No,
Everybody hates
it's
me.
fine. It's not that big of a deal.
Let's just end the show on
We'll
this.
get it on tomorrow.
Knockers bouncing all over the joint. My ass was wiggling too.
Thanks, Bobby.
There you go, the end of the show.
Yeah, it is. See you
didn't
guys
like that?
tomorrow. It was all right.
All right, well, that sucked. To hear the Opie and Anthony Show 5 days a week live on satellite radio, online on your phone or tablet, or even on demand, go to SiriusXM.com. Also, interact with the Opie and Anthony Show on Twitter, @Opie Radio, @Anthony Cumia, and @Jim Norton.
Yeah, just having two of the greatest shortstops ever, one deciding to play third base. I'm expecting Ryan Howard to sign next year and agree to play second. No, it's fantastic. It's a great league. It's run really well. San Diego Padres have 8-year-olds playing in their outfield at this point.
Because that's all they could get.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Oh, my God.
No, it's going to be great. And I can't wait for the Yankees-Red Sox again next year. That's going to be as exciting as Friday the 13th, Part 9. Oh, my God. There's a psycho in the... Is he still in the lake? I love a league where it's the same 4 teams every year. It's absolutely fantastic.
The sport does have a problem.
Yeah.
It has a few
I'm
problems,
hoping the Red Sox re-sign Eric Gagne again. That was a great one to do. I think the Yankees and the Red Sox have like buzzards flying around like the Pirates Stadium, and anytime anybody hits a triple, they just swoop down and they grab them, stick them on their bench.
To go with your rant, Sean in North Carolina, do you believe in miracles? Because after that victory yesterday, I certainly do. Right.
I had a tear in my eye. I just couldn't believe it. I mean,
so unexpected.
To see the bankers stealing all this money and to finally see the little guy just come through, it was just absolutely fantastic.
It was the same feeling as the Olympics when the United States won the hockey game in the Olympics back there
absolutely.
in 1980.
That's just absolutely phenomenal.
Just like that.
I knew you'd have something to say, but,
it's just tremendous.
let me be the first to fucking go bravo. Yeah. Fucking bravo on that. I knew you had a couple in you, but that's like your Philly rant right there.
Oh, God.
That's up there, bro.
No, I mean, no, dude. I'm a Red Sox fan. We kind of followed him over the cliff there. So I mean, we kind of jumped the shark.
That's kind of true.
The Eric Gagne signing was. I was just kind of like, all right, can we? Is there any competition left? It's just like let's have 4 teams sign everybody in the league, and then go beat the crap out of the Twins. 4 games to 1, bitch. You know, it's just yeah. I think that the Brewers have a girl with braces playing shortstop. Phenomenal league.
Shit. Yeah, it was a good win.
It was fantastic.
Yeah.
It's great for the city.
Well, it's good about it. Parade tomorrow.
11 a.m.
Parade down the Canyon of Heroes.
Dude, I mean, I'm actually psyched that they won it last night because my show's tomorrow night, and I was just like, there's nobody.
Can't compete with that shit.
There's a bunch of people who would have.
Oh, wait, they would have played tonight, though, right? 7th game would have been tonight?
Oh, would have been tonight?
Yeah.
Hey, how come it went all the way into November?
That never happens, right?
It happened 9/11, obviously.
Yeah, because they kind of delayed some things.
Yeah. What the fuck did happen?
It usually ends in October, right?
Would they add more games?
I know.
They don't play enough.
And I thought there was a lot of quick series. I don't even remember a Game 7 either.
How can it go into November when you look at like the Colorado Rockies?
Why don't we take a break? We got Bill Burr here. Ooh. He's going to join the program, and then we got Bob Kelly and Dane Cook in about a half hour. So very, very busy show.
Yeah.
And I hope your girl's doing all right there, Aunt.
Yeah.
And we'll play the Lindsay Lohan audio next. This is a really good story today. Stay there. Opie and Anthony in studio. Bill Burr as part of the New York Comedy Festival.
That's right.
Playing Town Hall, tomorrow night, Bill?
Yes, I am.
Tickets at Ticketmaster.com.
There you go. You beat me to the punch. How come I can't hear myself?
You got your volume?
You can't hear myself. There we go.
Well, I'm dealing with Yankees victory here today.
Yeah. Oh, what a story. What a story.
Amazing, right?
Oh, it's amazing.
It's a Cinderella story, isn't it?
Just a bunch of knockaround guys, bunch of lugs. Who would have thought? Who would have thought, and I thought the USA Today had the greatest quote, and Brian Cashman was just saying, he was so happy for A-Rod because he's been through a lot. And he
sure has.
I can't imagine trying to eke out a living, banging Madonna and getting blown by Kate Hudson just on your 90 million square foot patio.
Making $100 million
having
a
so
year.
much money you can actually control the weather in your state. I mean, the poor guy. I mean, he's been through so much, and just to see that. I mean, who would have thought at the beginning of the season too with CC Sabathia, AJ Burnett, Derek Jeter, A-Rod, Mark Teixeira, Hideki Matsui, Johnny Damon, Mariano Rivera. Who would have ever thought at the beginning of the season that this group of just lovable lugs could somehow come together and just manage to just pull it off? I mean, it warms the heart. It's what America is all about. That anybody truly has a chance in this world. Sure, there's the Walmarts, but if you have a dream in a hardware store, you can do it.
It's good to see a small market team going all the way.
Right. Hang in there.
It is inspiring.
Fucking Bill.
It's a good small market.
God, it's truly one of the greatest championships, one of the greatest achievements I've ever seen in my life. To just seriously, just
go, Bill, go.
Yeah, the heart and soul of that team is it's absolutely incredible.
They've all been through a lot, right?
They've just been through so much. They've been through so much. And it really has been such a long time. 8 long years that they had to suffer through winning divisions every year, a couple of pennants. I don't know how these Yankee fans did it, but really, congratulations for hanging in there. You're truly a sports fan. And Anthony, the first time in 8 years I've seen you wear a Yankee hat. It's fantastic to see.
That is true.
Just a true sports fan. It's just a phenomenal. One of the truly great championships I've ever seen. My hat's off to you. Congratulations to all the Yankee fans.
Yeah, Ant says that he's been a Yankee fan for many years. I've seen
totally
it,
has.
but this is the first time I've ever seen him in a Yankee hat.
No, they all have. He's been for years.
There's really been nothing to cheer about for 8 years. So,
I understand. Those guys are up for free agency.
Then you lose
them.
Yeah,
the Sox and the Yankees are going to take them. So, I don't know.
I'm sure they're going to get Lee, right, Ant?
Oh, yeah. Cliff Lee is...
he had the audacity to win a couple of games. That's it.
That son of a bitch.
You got to join the mafia now. That's it. Hey, listen, you're one of us. You just tap him on the shoulder. But I like Philly. I can drive up to New York. It's not that long a drive. No, you don't understand.
Nah.
You're ours.
You're with us. If we want you just to sit on the bench so no one else can have you, that's the way it's going down.
Put on this shirt.
How do they figure it out? A little salary cap action in baseball?
I would say whatever.
It's kind of working for other.
Whatever football is doing, because I think football is the best run league where
you got pretty much the same core players year after year, which is nice to see.
Yeah, I don't know.
Although they're trading more and more in football, but when we were growing up, man, your team was your team for 10 straight years. They barely traded anyone.
Yeah, I think with football, I don't know how. I'm too stupid. I'm not one of those fucking guys who sits there, talking about, who's the GM of whatever team. But I do know the Jets were buried last year, and even though they've kind of tapered off here, and it's 4-4. But now all of a sudden they're competitive, and the AFC East is a really good division now. So I don't know what they're doing, but
the Jets have money though. They're not the Jets are a big market team. Right. Every game is sold out.
Yeah, that's true.
They won't spring for a stadium. They're a horrendous organization. Terrible.
You know fans I would actually feel good for, as even though I hate the Jets, is that Jets fans. Were they the ones who have that YouTube link of them going down to the draft, and every year they have the #1 draft? Was that the Eagles or was that the Jets? They were just playing the #1 selection, the Jets pick.
Really?
Eddie McGinowitz, and they're like, how bad are you that your fans, the guys getting drunk in the parking lot, know better than you who to pick? I can't remember who has that video, but
I gotta check that out now.
But it seems every year that team, you want to talk about fans who just get lifted up and then slammed down to the ground.
Was it basketball or NFL?
It was NFL. They actually showed it on ESPN. It was so funny. But, they come out 3-0.
Look at them. There we go. Come on.
It's so sad to see Damon without the beard and the hair.
Damon, he gotta get himself respectable to put the pinstripes on.
Actually, you know what? I was working out in the Midwest, and I was near a religious sect, and they were claiming that Jesus is coming back next year, and the Yankees are going to sign him to play right field. They're still working out the whole beard issue. Let's see if they're going to enforce that. They're going to sew Ted Williams' upside down frozen head to his shoulder to give him advice when he goes up.
You mean Ted Williams' dented head after they were batting around that room?
Dropped his head.
Knocked it off a tuna can.
He was sitting on a tuna can upside down.
No, you know what? You deserve it. You'd fucking deserve it if you're that stupid. Dude, there's no cure for not having a body. I could see if they froze the whole fucking thing. What, are you just going to bring his head back to life? Start wheeling him around in a wheelchair with a wheel?
Holy shit. We should get a bunch of people together and go get Ted Williams' head. Yeah. Just break into that fucking place and say, look, we're taking the fucking head.
They should sell pieces of it, just like they did with the Yankee Stadium. Just smash it on the ground. Dude, I got his ear.
I guess what they are thinking is maybe in tens of thousands of years, mankind will be so advanced that they could take what was the essence of Ted Williams in that brain in his head and actually transplant it into either some type of cyborg.
No, dude,
or
you go. I'm telling you that website, that TED.com, where I came in with the dog robot, that thing. Yeah. You should see what they're able to with that whole stem cell research stuff. Yeah. They're beginning to be able to grow different parts of your body, like
organs.
Somebody had like throat cancer. They grew an esophagus in like a petri dish.
Fucked up.
And just put it in. Like you'll literally be able to do like a body off restoration, just like a car. Yeah. Like only thing I haven't seen is anything about bones. And I remember watching it, just going like, if you had the money, you could truly live forever if they can actually start, growing this stuff.
Yeah.
Jesus, my stupidity really.
No, you're right though.
Look at George. Again, look, George Steinbrenner, rich. Well, what's it doing for him?
Well. Oh yeah. Then you could actually tease him in his situation because he could get out of it.
Because then he'd be able to just clone whatever's fucked up in him and.
That plaque you get on your brain or something like that.
Oh, God.
They did a study on cell phones, and they did not do it in this country about it causing brain cancers and tumors. Yeah. And they were literally talking about, I used to have that bit where I was saying, like, you feel it cooking the side of your head. You never get off. You just switch it to the other ear and sear your brain like a tuna steak. And they were literally saying that you might want to switch it over. Don't always talk on the same, get the hands-free device. I think I'm done. I'm trying to phase my cell phone out.
We talk about this all the time. No one uses their phones to make calls anymore.
I don't take calls.
I rarely make a phone call on my phone. It's all
but
about
you have
texting.
it on and it's right next to your balls.
That's
true.
You're going to get like fucking thumb tumors from texting or some shit. But I just text. I text all the time.
I think
it's weird when my phone rings at this point.
When they show video from right now with us standing there with the phones up to us, it's going to be like us watching those army guys walking towards that atom bomb that they set off.
Bomb blast.
Like, that's what they do. All right, let's see what it does to this generation.
The poster of the doctors recommending Lucky Strike cigarettes. 9 out of 10 doctors say the smooth pull is mild on the throat.
Hey, here's
got a great taste to it.
You want to try this, Dan? Danny found the New York Jets draft blunders, it's called, on YouTube.
Oh, yeah, this is great.
I think it's a good selection, but a very surprising one.
You were in Denver when they was playing. It was 20-2 degrees. Oh. What are they going to do in November if they get in the World Series? Well, 20-degree weather?
The league's got it all figured out. They make sure those teams aren't in it anymore.
Yeah, that's it. You'll never see them in it.
They figured that out. Pat from Winaki, the bad news Yankees. Yes, Anthony. Congratulations on your
just like
on your bad news Yankees. Just like that fine movie.
Oh, that was
the comparison is unbelievable. Actually,
I mean, I don't know, like the genius of Brian Cashman to be able to sit there and put that team together. To sit there and have to be like, we need a right fielder. Who's the best guy available? What's he being offered? Give him $8 million more. Next problem. I mean, the guy truly knows what he's doing. I could never do that job if I had a bottomless pit of money. How do you do it? It's incredible.
Holy shit.
Congratulations. Fantastic. Good for you.
Win.
It was a big win.
And they're saying they did it for Steinbrenner, but I think Anthony and Jimmy were talking that no one saw Steinbrenner. Like, no, he's got to be in really bad shape that he wasn't even at that stadium.
Not even make an appearance on video.
Yeah,
he has to be in bad shape, man.
That's awful. Dude, that's one of my big fears, man. To seriously, like, I mean, obviously I'm breaking the Yankees' balls here, but I don't wish bad health on anybody, man. I would never take it to that point. That's brutal.
Well, no, with the Alzheimer's.
Yeah, but I ran into a Red Sox fan who made a joke about that, and I was just like, dude, really? You're going to take it to that level? Good Lord. What's the karma?
It is a game.
Yeah. Why don't you go deflate the wheels on somebody's wheelchair? I should have said tires. That would have been funnier.
That's all right. Sometimes it's the same word twice.
The wheels and the
same
wheels.
word twice. Never.
Always funny.
What's funny, Jimmy, is then you run to the end of it hoping you have a tag or something.
You're like hoping there's some other description for Little Rascal without the word wheel in it.
The wheels.
Yeah, it's the worst.
Funnier in comedy than using the same word.
I got a turn. We're taking turns. Same word twice. Sorry, folks.
That really is the worst.
Mike in Florida wants
page 2 in the comedy handbook.
Mike in Florida wants to add to Bill Burr's rant there. Mike?
Hey, let me tell you something. Anytime that a team can go out and spend $1.6 billion since the last time they won a World Series, it just really makes you feel good about the sport, you know? Like Bill said, it's a heartwarming story.
It is. It's unbelievable.
You think the Pirates have spent $1.6 billion in the last 8-9 years?
They actually have the worst owners in the league. They're actually one of the most profitable teams, though, because they don't
spend any money on
and they
national
dump all
players.
their guys. But on the other side is it's just like, look, you got to spend at least. I mean, the Red Sox this year only spent $125, but that's only because they got rid of Manny's contract. But I mean, realistically, you got to be spending like $160.
What's $160?
160 million.
Okay.
To 200 million to even to get. I mean, every once in a while you'll have like the Devil Rays will get in. I mean that's like truly like great scouting. But we're not.